What is going on over there at Peacock? This season of Beyond the Villa, they have to have a reunion. They have to have a reunion. Oh my God, how many more episodes are left in this season? It is so much going on. I'm looking through the content that you, oh my God. I'm looking through everything that y'all are sending me, and I'm like, this is insane. Like, everybody has locked in on this guy. What did those text messages say? Oh, girl. Y'all is sending me Reddit tea. And if it's on Reddit, child, OMG, who got the text messages? That's what I need to know. Who got the text messages? Thank you so much, Star Family. Y'all have sent me so much stuff. Thank you, Peyton. Thank you, Mia. Thank you, B-Fly Nick. OMG. Y'all are sending me the tea, child. What is going on? This is so sad. I need Love Island, take me out the group chat. It's darkness over there. It's darkness over there at Peacock. What is going on? Oh my God. Listen, I just want to get this out the way. This is also going to be a call-in show. I'm going to say my thoughts, and then I'm going to send the link, and y'all can jump in, and y'all can say what y'all got to say. But first of all, whoever got the text messages that Kenny his friend allegedly dropped, please hit me up, NikkiStar, at on Instagram, NikkiNicoleStar, NikkiNicoleStar, NikkiNicoleStar. Send me the text messages if you have them. Here's what I want to say, and I know, some people are saying this stuff, but I'm saying this from the heart. When it is concerning Kenny and Janae, Thank God she is out of that mess. I hate to say it. I've always thought that they were unequally yoked, but everybody loved Janae, and so many people were so happy that this light-skinned Dominican dude was loving up on this dark-skinned girl. But I was just like, they just always seemed unequally yoked. She always seemed, I hate to say it, like she was doing the charity work for this dude. Like it just always seemed like she was in another. I'm sorry, it didn't seem. She is. She was just in another league. And I think I even said it on one of my lives recently that she needs a celebrity. Like she needs an A-lister. Like Janae is in a different realm. You know what I mean? Like she does not need to be, slumming it with a reality TV guy. But they had something. She went with it. I'm happy for her. But now I'm glad that she's free, because there's a step up in the community that she is supposed to be a part of. I'm hoping the same happens for another person, a part of Love Island, but they seem to be happy where they're at. So Auntie's going to mind her business, but I'm just like, y'all could do better. All of y'all could do. Serena's the only one who I'm like, stay right there, mama. Stay right there. You're happy for whoever's happy, but I'm just saying, this is a horrible thing that happened to her. This seems like a terrible time for her. But what she does not know is that God has blessed her wonderfully. This is going to be one of the best things to ever happen to that woman. She is free. She can fly. And the A-listers who have been eyeing her are finally going to be able to get to her. My God, today, this is Janae. It's a terrible time right now, but I'm telling you, it's a victory. It's a victory. You're going to look back at this and say, thank the Lord I was released from that demon, because what now can come to you is able to come to you. You were being blocked. You were being blocked by that man. And that's okay, because so many women, especially women in their 20s, love doing charity work for men. They love it. This has happened to you. You're about to enter your 30s. My God, this is a victory. It's bad. It looks bad. It feels bad. It's a victory. It's a victory. It's supposed to look bad. It's supposed to look like the worst thing that has ever happened to you. But when you get on the other side of through, my God, today, this is a victory. This is a celebration. Cry, release it, mourn, do what you have to do. But this is a victory. Let's get into it. She's free. Hallelujah. She's free. No more mediocre men for this young lady. It's time for you to walk into who you are. I'm going to stay right there, because there are so many women who are out there doing charity work for these men because y'all are convinced that they are the prize. I keep on trying to tell you, women are the prize. He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Biblical. You are the prize, women. You are. No human on the face of this earth can do what you can do. No human on the face of this earth has the influence that women have. Men have the power and influence that they have because women decided to take a step back to people who they were superior over. Black people and women are living in the same nightmare of their own choosing. My God, today, I'm not on my Kanye was saying slavery is a choice, but I am saying you are able to be taken advantage of because you do not realize who you are. Once you clock in to who you are, nobody, no entity can hold you back. Please remember who you are, the power of women. My God, today, my God, what women are able to do on this earth. Godly. But because so many women believe that they are less than men because of their gender, this is the reality that we are living in. Please clock in and realize who you are, especially Black women, especially dark-skinned Black women. You do not know who you are. Every time you go into a room, Alandria's mother said that since she was a young girl, she could not walk into any space without people trying to get at her because she did not realize who she was. My God, today, they would not, if you were nobody, they would not pick on you. They would not be concerned if you were nobody, if you were not intimidated, if you were not a powerhouse. People wouldn't care. Every room you go into, everybody gets intimidated. Why? They know who you are. It's time for you to figure out who you are. And I'm telling you, Janae's she got to go through this. Every woman goes through this. Every woman goes through a little moment, a little breakup with a man that ain't worth change for a quarter. But when that girl wakes up and realize who she is, can't nobody catch her. Can't nobody catch her. And that's what's about to happen to her. She's going to be all right. Let's get into it. So, Janae and Kenny broke up this weekend. Everybody says that it happened at this party. I do not know how to pronounce his name. That weird YouTuber guy, David Dobrik, whoever. Everybody says that this happened at the party, but it actually didn't. It happened this happened on Sunday. So this was them at the David Dobrik birthday party. I think this looks like the Beverly Hills Hotel. Okay, David must got some money. Anyway, this was them all booed up. Literally the next day, they had broken up. I don't know who spilled the tea to TMZ and People Magazine, but I hate to say it, but TMZ is, unfortunately, in LA is a credible source, and so is People Magazine. So when they released that those two had broken up, of course, everybody was just like, oh, this is the real deal. Something has really happened. Kenny and Janae broke up. Then people started checking the follows and seeing that Janae unfollowed him, Serena unfollowed him, all of season 6 cast unfollowed him, and Peacock and Ariana. So everybody was just like, well, what happened for everybody to unfollow? And also, what happened for everybody to get this information so quickly? What happened? But apparently everybody in the cast know Sunday. What is it, Monday? It's Tuesday. So Sunday, this happened. Everybody got this tea to the point where everybody is unfollowing this kid. So whatever it is, it has to be really, really bad. We're going to get into what people think it is, allegedly. So Janae releases this statement today. She says, "Hi, my loves. Thank you for all the love and support. It means the world to me. As you know, Kenny and I are no longer together. Please know that I have seen all of the breakup theories and none have matched up to how terrible, disgusting, and disappointing it truly is. Discovering that someone you loved isn't who you thought they were, and that the relationship you thought you were building hasn't been genuine since day one has been truly devastating. Thank you for respecting my privacy, and please know, as a child of God, I will always be okay." Then Kenny releases this statement right after that on his stories. He says, "The past few days have been incredibly difficult. I've been quietly sitting with a lot of emotions and doing my best to process everything privately. Breakups are never easy, especially in the public eye. Sometimes, despite how deeply you care for someone, you come to the hard truth that the relationship was not something that could last long term. I'll always be grateful for the time we shared and the memories we created. I released this chapter and no ill will. Only hope that Janae's path forward brings her nothing but happiness." Then Janae writes on her stories and tags Kenny and says, "Shut the F up. You manipulative liar. You not taking accountability and telling people the type of person you really are is insane to me. My first statement was me being nice. Do not piss me off." Then after she says that, here come Leah. Leah responds to Janae's story and says, Kenny Rodriguez let me take my banner off. Kenny Rodriguez, put a sock in it, Chat GPT, headache. Tell the truth for once. Racist. clout, money, hungry, and a scammer since day one, trying to make it seem like it's something it's not. Don't mess with something. Do our Nate. Don't worry. Our Nate is blessed and highly favored. You can tell she got black girlfriends. So after that, then Leah writes this on Kenny's video that he had with Miguel, and she says, "Delete my man off your page, you clout chasing demon. What did he do?" And then Dumoy, I think that's how you say her name, Dux Moy. Listen, she has had some stories on here that haven't been credible, but some of her stuff has been credible. So she says, this is from somebody anonymous. It says the subject is Janae and Kenny. It says, alleged the tea on the breakup is that she found text on Kenny's phone about his plan to stay with her for business and clout, and text with his friends calling her racist names, which aligns with both Leah and Serena's statement calling him a clout chasing racist. So I'm looking for the statements, right? While I'm looking, I see that y'all have sent me the tea. I don't have it here, but I can read it for you here. So this statement, oh, child, you know what? Let me just, oh, God. Let me, what the hell is this? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna just add it so y'all can read it with me, child. Lord, we're gonna do this together. So we have statements now from Serena and Xena Warrior Princess. So let's bring those statements up. This is so messy. Oh Lord, this is so messy. Okay. Thank you to the Star fans for giving me the tea, child. So we now have a statement from, okay, so this is Kenny's page. Serena writes a narcissist and a racist on Kenny's page. Then we have, I have this. I already have that one. But that is from Serena writing on Kenny's page that he's a narcissist and a racist. And then we have this from Olivia, Xena Warrior Princess. She says that, this is in response to what Kenny says. She responds, your pathetic excuse for a story is laughable. I can't even put into words how good of a person Nene is and how hard it is to watch her go through something like this. Kenny Rodriguez, I hope this gives you the clout you always wanted. You effing loser! What is going on? What did he say? Because it seems like everybody in the Love Island family has seen these texts or whatever it is that he has said, but us. Who got the tea? Wait a minute. Oh, Peyton is so messy. Peyton is sending me all the Love Island tea. Who got the text messages? I need to know what is going on. And do you think they're going to tell us anything? Because y'all all fighting in public. Y'all might as well tell us what he said. So we all I get that everybody's going to be like, oh, we're going to stop messing with Kenny because of what they said. Okay, great. Y'all not really saying it. I'm sorry. As a black person, y'all calling this dude racist? Let me see. What did he say? I thank you for calling him racist. I got it. What happened? What was said? What was done? Because at this point, everybody is now bringing this fight to us. So y'all got to let us know what was said and what was did. What did he do to make everybody Peacock unfollow Kenny? They following Huda, but not him. So what happened? What happened? We need to talk about this. This is a call-in show. My first guest on the docket is Mama Star. Mama Star, are you ready? Come on, Mama Star. What you got to say?
Oh, Mama Star is heated. Mama Star is heated. But what I will say to Janae, that I am praying for her. I feel so bad for her because of public embarrassment, is on another level. It's really on another level. And he is a scumbag and I'm being nice, to even, try to hurt her publicly. He's a scumbag. And you know what? It's going to take a couple days, honey. But guess what? Check your DMs in a few days, because guess what? Oh, they in there. Hey, they in there. The ones that want you. The real ones that want you. Check your cry and get it out, because crying is healthy too. You got to flush it out.
Yeah,
Because
she
you
got to
done
flush
been
it out.
sleeping with him, kissing with him, I love you, and all this and that and that and this. After a couple of days of crying, get up from that place and check your DMs. Because, baby, you hot off the presses.
She
Okay?
been hot. She was doing charity work. E for Empathy said, I'm flabbergasted by Kenny. I was really rooting for their fool. I was not. I'm telling you, the Kenny and Janae relationship, it was like how everybody was with the Maya and Bryan. I was always rooting for Janae. So if that's what she wanted, listen, if she likes it, I hate it. But I was going to support her in it because that is what she wanted to do. I always thought that she was dating down, but she seemed to be happy, and that's what it is. I also want to address the fact that some people have said that he never liked Janae and that he was with her. He was with her for clout, and that people are assuming that because he's Dominican or he's light skinned that he didn't like her because she was dark skinned. What I want to say to that is, we also have to realize that, and I've talked about this before, nobody dates up or marries up more than men. So dark skin, light skin, whatever. If Janae was Janae in a different culture, in a different skin, he would have done the same thing because he needed her presence. He needed her light. He needed her fame. He wanted the love that she was given from America.
Everybody, he an a-hole.
He's an a-hole, Bob, and he wanted that to fall upon him. She is not the first woman who this has happened to, and she will not be the last. This happens to so many women who are in the spotlight. This happens to so many prominent women. It doesn't matter how they look. It doesn't matter their height or anything like that. It's not looks. It's the fame that they have. It's the notoriety that they have. These men want that, and they don't want it next to her. They want to consume it, and they want to be her. So many women, so many prominent women, so many amazing women are in relationships with men who are jealous of them. You are sleeping with the enemy. And this is what has happened. He's jealous of her. She is a star. He wants to harvest her energy, harvest her power. So he will be whoever she needs for him to be, as long as he can stay beside her and take everything that she has. But a lot of women are not raised to see that. A lot of women are not raised to see that they are the prize, that they are the star in the relationship. They don't see themselves like that. They see that in the man, but they don't realize that a lot of these men are attracted to them because of the light that they have, because of the prominence, because of the power, because of the popularity. It's not because they necessarily like her. It's because they want what she has. And we do not talk about it enough, about how there are so many straight men that are jealous of women. We don't talk about it, but it is a huge problem. And a lot of these we look out for the jealous girls. We always talk about the women that are jealous of us. What about the men? Yeah. And we don't talk about it enough. And that is how so many women end up in relationships with their biggest hater, because you're so busy looking for the girl that's jealous of you and wants your life. Baby, it's your man. Your man is the biggest
with the enemy
in your life. Sleeping with the enemy. So many women are in that situation. So I don't think it has anything to do with her skin color. I don't think it has anything to do with her culture. Mama, where you go? Okay. It has everything to do with the fact that you have an anointing. You have a presence that this man desires to harvest. And not all of the guys are like that, right? Not all of the men are like that. You have the Nicolandria situation where this man is just happy to be in her presence. He don't want to harvest nothing. He just wants to be in her presence. You have men who are like that, but then sometimes you have a tailor and the women can't see it. Huh? I can't. I'm gonna remove you and then you come back in with the link I sent you. Lord, she's having technical difficulties. Mama Star will be back. But I think that's what's happening with the Kenny and Janae situation. I don't think it's about the dark skin thing, her being dark skin, him being light skin. That is something that does happen. Yes, there is a colorism issue within the Dominican community. It's a colorism issue within the Black community as well. It's made to be a bigger issue within the Dominican community. But I don't think it's that. I think it's the fact that he wants what she has, sleeping with the enemy. Sleeping with the enemy. E for Empathy said, I'm flabbergasted. I got that one. Megan says, I'm happy for Cordina, but Janae was my favorite couple last season. I'm disgusted. They were unequally yoked, in my opinion. What's its purpose said, I always had a feeling he was never that into her. I did not think that he was racist. See, I never thought that he wasn't not into. I just thought that it felt like he wanted to be her or replace her, like but it's like he doesn't have the personality, right? So it's like that quiet jealousy that just builds into this resentment to the point where they start doing things to hurt the person. Because here's the thing, that jealousy, when that jealousy turns into envy, there's no going back. There's no going back. That envy is very, very, very dangerous. So glad that she found out what she needed to find out now before she stayed in that relationship with that man, married that man, and had his children. She would have really found out who he was after that first child. Thank God she didn't. She's not in it with him, and she got out when she could. Janelle said, I have some theories about this. Also, I'm sick of them hyping up Leah. I still never liked her when she was cackling with Connor when she had this vendetta against Janae. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the same thing like I did with Kenny and Janae. That's our friend. Leave it be. Leave it be. And right now, Leah got her back, so we're gonna let it fly. Janelle said, and the fact that Serena said he was racist and not colorist. Yikes, he's done for. That's my thing. What did he say? Let us know. What's his purpose? It has been said that Kenny followed a lot of mega accounts, and when he came on the show, his type was blondes, just like Connor. I'm not surprised. We are finding out during this election that there are a lot of Latina people who are conservative and Trump supporters. I don't think it's I don't think it's all, but I think it's enough that there's a problem. So I'm absolutely not surprised by that. And I want to say this. What's his purpose said? When he came on the show, he said his type was blondes, just like Connor. I want the blonde woman to not think of this as being a preference or whatever, and think of this as a flex. And I want the women who are not blonde to not think of it as a slight. It is indeed God's protection. And I want blonde women to get it. When men make you or say that you are the preference, it is not because he thinks that you are a better woman. He just thinks that you are a happy slave. That is it. Because especially men of color, when they idolize white women, they are idolizing white women because they see how the terrible men of their community treat white women, and they want to be able to do the same to their women, but they can't do it. So what they'll do is they will use white women against women of color, the women from their community, and be like, we want this because you won't act like this. Now, the only reason I'll get with you is if you act like a white woman. And then they torment these women, these white women, they torment them and try to act as if this relationship is superior when it really isn't, because they only wanted them, not all, but just the people who the men of those communities who do that. They are absolutely doing that to manipulate women, to pit women against each other, so that you never see that the guy is actually the problem. You'll spend so much time fighting with each other, competing with each other, trying to get the worst kind of man, and we are all getting the same men. So what exactly is the prize? So it's not a flex. It's not a flex, and it's not a slight. It is God's protection.
Let me just say this. Go
ahead, Mama.
Black people, especially Black women, are just beautiful people. We
Yeah.
come in all shapes and colors, and the world tries to mimic us. It's us who don't know who we are. The moment we realize
Preach,
who
preach,
we
preach,
are,
preach.
because we are all colors. We come in
Mhm.
all colors. They try to get a tan like us and look like us. They try to get their lips done like us. They try to get their butt like us. And you don't like us? No, you want to be us. You trying to get rid of us to be us. So once
Mhm.
we realize who we are and come together as a people, we're gonna be dangerous out here. And I'm
Period.
praying that I can see that before I close my eyes, because
Okay, Mama, let's not get
okay.
morbid. Jack Daniel says, so many people initially thought he was in it for clout and money. I guess they were right. I feel bad for Janae. She deserves so much better. I will say, before
Yes.
the season even started, he did have an ex who was saying that he was in this for the clout, that he was not who he appeared to be on the show. And then we had a recent ex who said that she did the same thing. He did the same thing to her, that he was not who she thought he was. He showed her one face and was something completely different and mistreated her and cheated on her and was not kind to her. But in the public,
Wow.
he was a different person. So listen, sometimes you got to read the reviews from other women before you get into it with these men. And that's why I always say I never believe, like, when a man says, oh, she crazy or she that. What happened? What actually happened to make her crazy? What did you do?
Hmm.
You always got to read the Yelp reviews on these men. Oh, let me share. Let me share the call in for you guys to come up. Christina, let me know when you want to come up. I wanted to
And
bring
don't
you up.
start all that talking about Nick and Alondria,
Not yet.
because
I
that's not the
wanted.
same situation as
It's
Janae
not. It's
and
not.
Kenny. So don't start that.
Thank you, Mama Sar. Christina, I want to bring you up for Nick and Alondria. If you want to come up before that, just let me know. Just let me know. Okay. Okay.
Is
Um,
that my girlfriend Christina?
that's your girl for Christina.
Oh my gosh. Love
Um,
her.
I just shared it, guys. So if you want to hop up there, let me know. Megan says, how do you scheme and have disregard for a whole year on someone you hate? That's too much energy. Men marry women they hate. They have children with women they hate. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. Jack Daniel said, anybody else think Kenneth got a bit? Okay. Janelle said, they say Miguel is a cheater as well. Miguel doesn't want to mess up his bag. I'm telling you, all of these men, except for Cordell, is dating up. And I'm not saying that Cordell is dating down by being with Serena. I think that Cordell and Serena are equally yoked. I think that the rest of the women are not, but they gotta figure that out. And I will absolutely give them grace, because there is something that happens to a woman when she gets in her 30s, and they're not there yet. They will be soon, and a new world will open up as you continue to age as a woman. So many things open up to you, and I'm so glad that these women are, especially Janae, that she got out of this relationship without kids. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Simply Simone said the Love Island casting team needs to be fired at this rate.
Yes.
Absolutely. So, Simply Simone, I shared the link. If you want to hop up here, just come on. Stacey L said, I feel so bad for Janae. How was that man able to lie like that for a whole year? Truly terrifying. They will lie in a whole marriage. Years. We'll have a second family.
You know,
Papa
that's
was
when
a
you get
Rolling Stone.
that's when you get them guys where the woman show up and say, "This I'm his wife, and we've been together for 10 years, and we got kids, and he has a
Child,
whole nother family." They
they'll show
out
up at a
here.
funeral. They will show up at a funeral.
Yes, yes,
A
yes.
whole
I
new
know
family.
somebody that was married, devout, married, thought she had a happy home.
Okay, Mama, this is family tea. Let's not. Janelle said, I'm scared to date a Dominican. The baby. It has nothing to do with the culture. It's everything to do with the
With the
identity.
man. Yeah.
With the men. It's not the culture. They are all the same. That's the thing. You are never, none of us are getting different men.
Yeah.
We're all getting the same guy. We're all getting the same guy. No matter the race, no matter the social class, no matter the education, it's the same man. What's his purpose? This is also a prime example of why Black women do not date outside their race. How can he be intimate with her for that long? I do not get it. I hope Ola moves cautiously as well.
Don't start it. Now, I love you.
Mom,
what is the purpose?
Mom, I felt the same way. I always listen.
No. When we get on that, I will explain.
Hold on. Let me speak my piece. I love Nicolandria, but I always say, especially the Black women who date outside, keep your head on swivel, because the switch up can happen at any point. And you also have to realize, especially as a Black woman, listen to me, you are in a relationship with a white man who has the ultimate power. Be careful. Be careful.
That's what any man, a Black man, will do that.
Yes, but he does not have the same power or social capital as a white man. Be careful. Be careful,
because that's what y'all give to them.
No. Be careful with men in general, but do not think, no woman of any race should think that, oh, you're going to be treated better by men of a different race or culture.
Honey, I had a Black man. Don't get me started.
You also had a white man.
Yeah, I ain't like him like that.
I'm done. Let me bring up obviously me.
I was scared of him. My mom said, "What girl?"
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, you just proved my point. Anyway,
no, he was involved.
Okay, we're not going to go that
involved.
Deep. Hey, obviously me.
Obviously me.
Hey.
She's so cool.
Oh.
What
okay.
We only on Kenny and Janae, obviously.
I know. Don't get it.
Only right there, because they keep holding me. I'ma hold you.
You can come back for Nicolandria.
I'll say this about Janae and Kenny. First off, I don't know if y'all saw it when so I wanted to say this, but Janae's brother and sister also put out their own statements.
Oh,
what?
Yeah, they did.
Who?
Janae's brother and sister put out their own statements.
Oh, because families are involved at this point.
Yeah.
Yes. The sister was basically like, he fumbled a bad bitch, and yeah, she was. And then the brother talking about something. Oh, I'm praying for Kenny and his family. I'm like, he must have done something really. You like, you praying for, like, I don't know what he did something, but yeah. And what's really funny about that, with all of PPG unfollowing, like, y'all have David Dobrik, the host of the party, unfollowing, where they broke up. Ariana unfollowed. Yeah, that's
when
Ariana did it. Yes. And I'm like, that's basically
she's from the network, from the executive office.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you saw it, but like, Rob and Kendall were on stream when they got the news that Janae had unfollowed Kenny, because this was early stages.
I did see
and
that.
I was like, Rob. He was
Don't start.
He said I couldn't start Nicolandria. I gotta pivot. So but Rob was a little too happy. I'm
Here you go. Manifesting another white man for a sister from Love Island.
Hey, I'm just saying.
No, you better check her DMs for them football players and them basketball players. And
now the men who have been wanting her can now. The field is open. They can hop on in.
Yeah, check your DMs.
hey, I'm just saying, Jack crawled so that Rob could walk and so that Nick could run. It's all like a
Go ahead, obviously me.
but I mean, this is like, I will say, this word on the street is that Kenny used Chat GBT for his statement.
Yeah,
You can
somebody
tell that.
fact checked that, and it
Yeah,
was
you can tell that.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, because he made it seem like it was like an applicable, like the spark is
Yeah.
gone, like kind of.
Hmm.
Oh,
And it
okay.
wasn't that he never took
He shouldn't
accountability
have
or
said
anything.
nothing. He shouldn't have said
Yeah.
anything.
And another thing that, you know, I definitely want to like say about, I agree with your point, Nikki, about how like there's kind of this sentiment of like, well, I always knew, and like, you could always tell. And I'm like, maybe that's true for some people, but I
Hmm.
don't think it's bad that some people are like genuinely gagged about this situation.
Oh yeah, I don't
Um,
think so either.
yeah,
Listen,
especially like,
I'm telling you, I was gagged that it lasted this long. Because I
hmm
just really didn't. I did not see them being equally yoked in the sense where Janae was such a go getter, and she was just, and Kitty just stayed in the back, and I was like, well, maybe that's what she needs. Maybe that's the kind of guy that she needs, a guy that just sits back and lets her go. But it seemed like he was a weight for her a lot. Like when they would be at events or anything like that, she would be talking and she would be edging him to talk, and it just seems like it was so much work for her to just keep him relevant. And I'm like, girl, you don't need somebody that's dragging you down. But she seemed happy. And when somebody is faking a funk and acting the part, it could
Well,
it.
women, as women, we always try to carry that weight and make our man look good,
Mm-hmm.
period. You know what I mean? So she, probably felt like he, needed a minute. He wasn't as good in the spotlight, so she was carrying the
Yeah.
spotlight for both of them. That's what we do as women, especially
Mm-hmm.
our black women.
Mm-hmm.
right. And you know what's another funny thing? This is not confirmed. I
Mm-hmm.
will say that this is just alleged. Um,
Alleged.
the unfollowing train that people were following, people were like, "Oh my god!" Like even Kenny's grandmama unfollowed him. Like, no, that's true, but that spread like wildfire, and they were like, "Why is
Following him in the beginning. That's what I'm like. I'm like, was Peacock
somebody
following Kenny in the beginning? Or
was
are we just
somebody's grandmama on Instagram?" Like, I don't know,
They
but
probably was following him. Peacock probably was because
no.
he is part of their show. And they probably
right.
was following him to see they probably got to follow all of them to see what they doing.
And people weren't joking. Like they were like, "Look, we gotta give Kenny his lashes," and they linked his phone number too. I was like, "Oh, like
No, they
they."
didn't. Go ahead on and link his
Oh,
phone
wait,
number.
hold on, guys. Nicole Austin, she sent me what Janae's sister said. She
Mhm.
said, Janae's sister said, now that my sis has spoken, I can speak on the issue. This N-word really had us fooled. Fumbled the baddest he'll ever have on mamas. As for Janae, still blessed and highly favored.
Okay, so he called her the N word.
Something happened.
He
Something
referred
really
to her as the N
bad
word.
happened.
She said in her story, like it was worse than all your theories that you
Yes.
came up with,
She
and a
said
lot
it's
of people
worse.
came up with some wild stuff.
They came up with cheating and everything, and she's just like, it's worse. It's
Wow.
worse. Poor thing. It has
I
to be that
know.
group chat. It has to be that group chat.
It's bad if Connor and Kendall unfollow
Of all
all the
people.
boys.
Of all
But
people,
that
Connor.
Cordell did not follow him.
He did. He did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cordell was the first one. Serena hopped on that real quick and said, I'm following him. And
Okay.
Miguel had no choice because Leah wasn't
Oh.
playing. Leah wasn't playing. Anyway, obviously, the final words for now.
I'll just say this. You know, Kenny tried, you know, Kayla cried, Janae is fine, Renee in
Nicolandria,
5. Like,
Nicolandria, fine. Thank you so much, obviously, me. I can't wait to get you back up here when we talk about Nicolandria. Bye for now. Simply Simone, you ready? I don't know. I put you up here anyway. Hey, Simone.
Hi, y'all.
Hey,
All
what
right,
you got to
love.
say?
Hi,
What
Mama
you got
Star.
to say?
How you doing, honey?
I'm good. I have
That's
not
good.
rested from my phone since 3 p.m.
What? Well,
What is
give me
going
some
on?
updates. Give us some updates.
Well, really, there isn't really a lot of updates. I'm just waiting for Serena to pop off. Cordell's probably hiding her phone.
Yep.
Probably.
This just so bad, and it's so nefarious because he lied to her for a whole year. Got situated with the family, got situated with the friends. He was intimate with her. He had her believing that they were going to get married and have kids. That is some nefarious, evil mind thinking.
Yep. Sinister. Sleeping with the enemy, literally.
Yep.
And I know people are asking, like, what's going to happen with Beyond the Villa because they're only like 3 episodes in. They haven't promoted episode 4 at all.
They don't know what to do because Kenny is a huge, like, he's a main cast member and he has racist allegations. What are they going to do? They're probably editing the show like crazy now.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I saw a post that said that they were trying to edit them out of the show. Like, I don't know.
Oh, that's going to be hard. I don't know how much they filmed and how
Yeah.
many episodes they got.
He's a main cast member and every scene with Janae basically is with Kenny.
But I think they edited both of them out.
That's going to make the season so choppy.
It is. It really, really is. And you know what's crazy about it, guys? I literally, last week, I was watching, Janae had just posted a video of her going to see Kenny play baseball. Kenny had joined like some baseball team, some, random baseball team. And she was like posted up like a wag. And she was just doing this cute little video about Kenny and about how he was embarrassed that she was there. And I'm like, what happened from that moment to this? It was just such a 180. It's insane where this couple is now. When like just a few days ago, they were so in love. So in love.
Well, when you hear something that's devastating, you know what I mean? Because whatever it is, it's very devastating to everybody. We're just not privy to it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody thought that it was very offensive, and they felt like he was wrong as Stu left shoes, and they do not like him no more, and
Yeah.
neither do I for whatever it was he said. Because
Whatever he did, it was a huge violation for everybody.
because
who
I
was
mean,
following
she
him
didn't
like that.
deserve that. If you did not want her, but he couldn't probably win, or he probably couldn't live the life that he was living without her.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
He made her a
Absolutely.
target when he came in as a bombshell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Absolutely.
okay.
And that's the thing. He was a bombshell. So he watched the show and knew who to go after.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gotta watch them
Insane.
bombshells,
And
child.
the thing about it is we say this about Amaya and Bryan, but Kenny, he came in second. Well, wait, was he second or third? Was Kenny and Janae second or third?
They were third.
He was able to make it to the third to be number 3 because of Janae. Everybody voted for Janae. It wasn't just, it wasn't all Kenny. It was mainly he got to where he was because of Janae, and he knew that. So that's probably why he moved the way he moved, because he knew he could not have the life that he has now without her. And there are so many women like that in relationships with men who know that they cannot have the things that they have without these women. And they feel like they're chosen because they're this prize. And I'm like, no, he knows that you're probably not.
No, Zach was the same person.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Zach, he was trying to hang on to somebody so he could stay on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I know that they brought up the sister and the brother responding to it. I know Janae's mom is gonna make that one Facebook post. I know she is livid. I know
Honey,
she's
if you got
livid.
any Mama
Oh,
Star in her,
it's coming. And she's probably going to end with the scripture. She's probably going to end with the scripture. It's coming. It's coming because the way that man had her entire family convinced, probably his own family, because he was just him and Janae were just somewhere with his family, I think playing bowling or something. Like he involved her into his entire life, only to be this deceitful.
Mm-mm.
Oh, wait, hold on. Christina, you want to come up?
Hi.
Hi.
Okay.
Christina was like sending me a note. What happened?
Serena
my love.
posted 2
Oh,
minutes.
Serena posted.
Serena
Let's go.
posted?
Yes, let's go. Breaking news.
She said 6 minutes ago, let's all remember this is not a show and someone's actual feelings. It may just be tea for y'all, but that's not the case for us. And then in really small text in the corner, she wrote, y'all already know how I'm coming behind Janae, and trust, in all caps, so does he.
Oh,
and trust, so does he.
Why?
That's
Right.
all.
But
Why
I
did he
like
mess
what
with
she
PPG?
said.
What?
I like what she said.
and
She
remember, Serena was comforting him when he was crying after Casa when he thought Janae was leaving.
said, just a fake and a phony.
Yep.
There's
did
like a
all that
lot
for her.
going on. I didn't even realize you wanted me to talk about Nicolandria because I was like, there's so much. I have like so much information and like I don't even know what you. I'm here for whatever.
Love Island is too much. Like we still have a reunion to get to.
No,
They need to move that reunion up.
They
No,
need to
even-
move that reunion up.
People in my comments are like, well, hopefully they address this. I'm like, are you stupid?
Yeah.
That's not, this is a different show. They're not getting this was filmed a year ago. Are you okay? Well, I bet, but they're probably working on it right now. No, they're not.
Well, I think they have to do something. Beyond the Villa has to do something.
Oh,
Because
just
this is insane.
for sure, but not a reunion. People are like, they're definitely just trying to just get it for the reunion. Like this is
They probably got to stop production for a minute.
Something has to happen. Like this is insane. This is
I feel like
cast member.
I feel like this show is like beyond saving. Like it's so bad. Like
At this point, this show got to go on a extended hiatus.
yeah,
This
like I
too
don't
much.
think
That's true.
3
Because how
races
they
at
gonna-
least
how
in
they
less
gonna-
than 2 months.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Nikki, while we're here,
Yes.
it's David Dobrik.
Oh, David Dobrik. Thank you. What was I calling him?
He's a bad guy.
Oh, he is?
Yep.
Yeah.
See? They didn't went to that man.
No,
He
well,
had-
so
he had bad energy, then got on that relationship.
No,
But
that
can I
bad
talk
energy
about-
been there.
may I discuss this for a moment?
Yeah, let me know.
Okay. So also hello, Mama Star.
Hi, my love.
I will refrain from profanity this evening.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. David Dobrik is like I guess he's technically like a YouTube star. He's very rich, okay, from being like an internet prankster. And one of the pranks he played was on a very good friend of his where he made him like swing out on like a construction thing. And this guy got gravely injured. He's alive, so I guess gravely injured is not the word, but it was very bad. And that is the non like female to male issues that he's had. Like he is like a problematic guy, but he is known for playing pranks on people and like just is super super rich. So last night, apparently, or not last night, 2 nights ago, he had a birthday party. He hired YG to perform. Some people were like, if there's video of this, like he makes everyone sign NDAs. I saw a bunch of videos of YG performing at this birthday party. And also Harry Jousey. I don't know if you've ever watched Too Hot to Handle or Perfect Match.
Oh, yeah.
But Harry Jousey was posting from this party, and he posted a video of Kenny and Janae like on the dance floor, and it was like weird, but there wasn't really anything to it. They were just kind of standing there, and I'm just doing my best. Like, I'm trying to not make something out of nothing and nothing out of something. So like, it was just that it was on Snapchat, and who even uses Snapchat? Like, nobody, but all these influencers.
Nick do.
Everybody but Nick.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, Nick, these people make so much money on Snapchat and whatever. So anyway, people were like, oh, well, David Dobrik obviously did something, or like, we'll never find out because he makes everyone sign NDAs. Like, neither of those, I don't think either of those things are true. I think so many there was a lot of influencers at this party, and also there were a bunch of videos being posted from this party. And then, I mean, if you want to get into that weirdo tweet situation, we can, but it's just like, I think it just happened overnight, and now
that's what
we are where we are.
Allegedly, this all happened like Sunday night, and the party was Saturday. So whatever she saw on his phone or whatever was shared, she caught it, sent it to PPG, and PPG said, "We got this from here."
I mean, and people were like, oh, it must be bad if like the guys are unfollowing, and I'm like, yeah, I agree, but also they're literally like, if you don't do it, I will, like, grabbing the phones. Like, if you don't follow, I'm doing it for you. But yeah, it's been a chaotic 24 hours.
It has been. I want to address this from Hannah.
Look what Hannah Violet is saying.
No, that's what I was about to read.
Yeah.
Hannah says, I think lawyers are involved in whatever mess Kenny created. That none of the people in his group chat are leaking. That's none of the people in his group chat are leaking what he said.
Right.
Here's the thing. I do think it's very bad, and I also think it's probably a legal issue for the show, because the way everybody is reacting, it had to be vile and has to be something that is out there. For whatever reason, we have yet to see it. I think we will. I think everything is just getting started. It's just getting started.
I believe that, because I was like, how's TMZ already posted this?
Yes. So it's something really bad. Yeah. It's giving when that Facebook page was released of all of those men who were like,
oh, the bad media men list.
I'm not sure if it's that, but it was this Facebook group where these men were sharing their wives and their daughters.
Oh, that is not what
and all of the men in there were talking about what they would do to the wives and daughters, how they would kidnap them, and like somebody was like in there taking screenshots of everything, share the screenshots. It caused an entire meltdown. So it's giving that this group chat, whatever was in it, is really, some stuff is really, really bad, to the point where Kenny can't come back from it. And the show is really going to have to make a huge change.
That is not what I thought you were describing.
All I know is that casting team ought to be fired after this.
Absolutely.
Here's the thing. Either they make Love Island for geriatric millennials, or they have to find like Amish cast members, because everybody has grown up online. All of them have grown up online with their social medias, and they have all, and this is a red-pilled generation. So they have all had very disparaging things that they have said. And normally the way the red pillers go, they start off with anti-Blackness. So they've all probably said something racist, and then their next attack is women. So they've all probably said something racist and something extremely harmful to women. So I'm just like, who are y'all going to find? What men are y'all going to find that
they're looking for them on social media?
Oh, wait, I have a new, sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry, Liv, it's a new thing from Liv. It's not anything. It's just a new thing.
Okay.
Somebody was like, was this response written by Chat GPT or AI? Yes or no? Explanation.
Oh, okay.
About his. And she said, enough said, ... That's all. Sorry, that was 30 minutes
Okay,
ago.
no problem.
I'm behind.
Listen, Jennifer, I might tune into Beyond the Villa as well. I stopped watching it, but I think I got to tune back in now. I mean, they're
It's
not.
so bad. It's so
This is
bad.
the thing. I don't think they're going to cover what's happening now on the show. I think the season is done. It has been done for some time.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I need to watch and be like, were there signs?
Well, because people are like, oh, well, Kenny obviously like wanted to break up. He doesn't want to live with Janae. And my only hesitation with like engaging in that storyline is that they put them in this building. Like everybody's apartments look the same, and they're making them like the decor. They're all forced to be in this place.
This point, none of them lived in LA. So the show, because this is the thing, this is what happened.
That's the worst part.
Yes, season 6 was so popular that they were just like, everybody was asking for a reunion. So they gave them a reunion because the show was so popular. The reunion was so popular, they decided to make a reality show out of this cast. However, when they wanted to start filming, none of the cast actually lived there yet. So they had to put them up in like these apartments and these short-term apartments in Studio City somewhere. And so that's why everybody's apartments look the same.
Yeah.
But I remember when I was watching Beyond the Villa and Kenny was just like, we don't need to live together. We need space. And it was something about that conversation that he had with Janae. And I was just like, normally I'm okay with couples, living separately and just until they're ready to do that move, do it. But it was something about that conversation and the way he said it. I'm like, Janae need to go through his phone.
Well, and he was like, I just want to live next door. It wasn't like, well, I have this home that I pay a mortgage for and blah, blah, that I've worked to decorate. It's like, I just like, need
always priceless yourself.
Always priceless, and I'm waiting on 2 things. The Epstein list and the Kenny group chat message. True, same. We're all waiting.
I could probably get the Epstein list faster.
Oh, Lord, this is a mess. Well, Christina is going to be on the lookout for some more tea. But wow.
Girl, I was like, what are you about to say that I'm going to do?
I'm just saying, Christina she's the breaking news of this live.
Breaking news.
I thought really quickly.
Yeah.
That we were going to talk about that. I mean, by the time, I don't know, 5 o'clock struck the clock, I was like, oh, we're not talking about that like weirdo baiting tweet or whatever. But if you do want to talk about it, all I will say is that please just scroll back on the original account of when you see something. You're like, if everybody's screenshotting a thing and all of everywhere you look is like, I saw a tweet that said this. Just find the original tweet, and then when you scroll back on their Twitter account, if all they're doing is saying stuff like this person was saying, I don't know, maybe just like take a deep breath and think about it before you're like, yeah, this is definitely what happened. Like that's all I'm saying. That's all.
Well, we're actually going to get into it. So if you wouldn't mind starting off with,
well, never mind, I'm ready.
Breaking it down because
I thought I was gonna. Okay.
No, because here's the thing with TikTok, I rarely trust anything that's on TikTok because it's TikTok and Twitter. Because
oh my God, rarely. I thought you just
rarely. No, rarely, because there's so much misinformation on there that is never checked. It's not YouTube. Like they can get on there and say whatever, and it'll just go unchecked. That's why I just respect YouTube as a better platform because they don't allow that to fly here. You will lose your whole page lying on YouTube. So when we started talking about it, I just wanted you to come on here and just debunk anything, clear up everything, because you are an actual journalist. So I want you to lead that out, break it down, let us know what's tea, what's true, and what we need to be looking out for.
Well, thank you very much for the compliment. And also, yes, like TikTok is an absolute disaster. And just in the response I've had to attempting to debunk this tweet, I was like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. And I made my TikTok and my Instagram 18 and up only. Just like, I didn't even realize I could, but I was like, I can't have these there are people trying to have fights with me of like, yeah, right, smartass. Like, and so what if I saw this screenshot of this and that, and I just was
Well,
like,
Christina, can you first break down what
Yes,
is the
sorry.
actual tweet?
Yes.
What is it in reference to?
Yes.
So the Star
Yes.
family can keep up.
sorry. Okay.
No problem.
Sorry. I'm excited.
Can you keep up?
Can you, Mama?
Okay, sorry. Yeah, so basically after this, hold on, let me, God, I have so many screenshots I've taken since then. And then there's Cierra's 4-part manifesto.
Oh, Lord. That's next, guys.
Oh,
Christ. Okay. All right, here we go. So, there was this, okay, so there are rumors of like, so basically what happened was people started realizing that Kenny and people started unfollowing each other. Mostly it was like Janae unfollowed Kenny. PPG has unfollowed Kenny. And I realized this at whatever day that was at 3 p.m. because somebody in Reddit was like, so-and-so unfollowed Kenny. So then I looked it up and then I kind of started following it. And 2 hours later is when TMZ was like, they have broken up because so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so and everyone has unfollowed him. But I'm like, yeah, I know. I told you it was 2 hours ago because I'm tracking it. But it's fine. Then what started circulating was that this person who was like, I have a friend who has a friend who was at David Dobrik's party or whatever, said that Janae and Kenny had a huge fight in front of everyone, and Janae was screaming at him about cheating, and they think Kenny's side piece was there and told Janae everything because she snapped out of nowhere, blah, blah, blah. Now, mind you, this David Dobrik's party was the night before, and these tweets were like at 4 p.m. my time the next day. And in this debunk thing I did, this account, that one thought _X, THOT_X, which that's my preferred spelling of the word thought, so I don't have any problem with that. Within 5 minutes, tweeted like the same story. And the first one was like, I don't have anybody to talk about this with. Janae and Kenny were fighting at David Dobrik's and da-da-da-da-da. And it got like minimal engagement. And then they tweeted what I just read to you, and it got over 500,000, 700,000 views, whatever. And so people, the rest of that day was like, I heard that they got in a big fight, and I heard that they were at David Dobrik's, and somebody said on Twitter that they got in a big fight and there was a mistress and da-da-da. And it was like just being pummeled at me in my DMs and comments. And I'm like, all of this was being pulled from that same original tweet. Mm-hmm. So because I'd be like, where are you hearing this from? Where's this from? What's this? What are you talking about? Where'd you hear this? And it's all from the same tweet. So then I just got so, bless you, Bubs. That's my dog. I just got so aggravated. Honestly, this is usually what leads me to fact checking something. I was like, this is just so annoying because who even is this person? That I go look for the tweet and I find it, and I realize, number one, that they've tweeted basically the same thing within like 5 minutes and gotten a bunch of engagement. And then also simply scrolled back to see what they have ever tweeted before this.
Yeah.
And I don't want to upset Mama Star. They were very, uncouth. It was, I had to censor myself reading it. I chose to use a party horn instead of a typical bleep censor, just to have some more fun with it. Anyway, but this person, like, there's just no validity to it. And that, listen, maybe what they're saying is true. Maybe they got in a huge blow up fight. But as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing to make them seem legitimate based on the fact that they had tweeted the same information within like 10 minutes of each other to get a bunch more engagement, to have never tweeted or talked about anything related to this prior to this event in their account, and 3, have expressed in their tweets and messages that they have had issues with their other accounts being banned and whatever. Like, so if I'm just going off signals, this looks unreliable. So yeah. All I'm saying is I'm not going to use this. I'm not saying that she's lying or that because she's promoting an OF or something like that, that means she's a liar. All I'm saying is none of this put together looks reliable. And so I don't trust it. And then the next morning it was like, there was no fight. There was no cheating. It wasn't because of this or whatever. So I was like, haha, vindicated. I was right.
Yeah.
Now we're here tonight where we are. And Janae is like, every theory you've ever heard, it's way worse than that. So I'm like, what happened?
Well, here's the thing. When I saw that and we started talking about it, I was just like, this seems like somebody is using a very popular situation for engagement. And just saying anything. And
wait, you mean the Twitter thing that I just talked about?
No, the tweet. It just looked like running with that for engagement, and it got a lot of traction. That's why it happens a lot, and that's how these rumors start, and they start getting weight. And I'm just like, I think that's the reason why Janae had to say something, because people were fighting and all of this, and Janae was just like, okay, no, that's not what happened. This is what happened. Yes, we are not together, but something really, really bad happened, and it wasn't that, because of that tweet that everybody was using as like saying that it was credible. And I'm like, y'all have to do your research, because I looked at it.
Not even.
Yeah, that's why I didn't speak on it on my page.
Not even research. Just like take 5 seconds, because people will. I made a video after that being like, y'all are annoying. About that. And people were arguing with me about it in that, like, okay, well, he had this many followers before this, and now what, smart ass? And I'm like, I'm not okay, well, I think that the reason people think they broke up was because of all the unfollows. I'm like, that's neat. I'm literally not talking about that at all. I'm just debunking the tweet. Like, people were like really emotionally trying to, it's just emotional, and that's fine. But they were like, I don't think you even understand what's going on. I'm like, I'm not talking. I'm aware they're broken up. Like, I'm just talking about the situation. And they're like, well,
here's another thing I think is happening. Some people wanted to run with the narrative that he cheated on her because a lot of people still were very uncomfortable or couldn't wrap their mind around this light-skinned Dominican man being with this dark-skinned woman. So they normally find a lot of excuses. Yeah. So it's just like, so the cheating thing was easy for them, because it's just like, okay, yeah, we knew he didn't really like her. And it's just like, no, I don't believe it has anything to do with her skin color. I think it has absolutely everything to do with her being a star. It could have been anyone. Yeah. This man wanted to take her spotlight. So many women.
Well, she actually carried a light for him. Because her light was so bright. So he was able to hide under her light and be seen too.
See, I thought he was like, he didn't want to be in the light anymore. Based on the Beyond the Villa thing. He was like, actually, I don't think I want this anymore. Like,
Christina, everything was an act. Everything was.
Well, for especially.
Here's the thing: if you don't want to, if you don't want to, but wait. But if you don't want to be in the spotlight, you get out of the spotlight.
Fair, facts.
You get out of the spotlight.
Or either he was trying to figure out a way to get out.
That's
because he had been in too long. And listen, he really didn't want the woman. He didn't want her. So, he couldn't fake it no more. But good for you. Let's go.
The thing. But that's just giving him an easy out, because if he didn't want you get out of the situation. You don't have to stay in that. But oftentimes men stay in a situation even if they don't want to stay in the situation until something else that they really want comes along. So he was probably staying in that situation with her, having her pull him into rooms until he could find somebody else that he wants to harm, or somebody else that could take him somewhere else, to take him to another
until he could get put on somewhere else on the platform where he didn't need her light no more.
I have one
request. That's probably what he was trying to do. But you know what? You can't hide for so long. After a while, you know what I mean? The Lord will expose you. Will take the cover off of you and let people see you for who you are.
That's what I'm saying. This was such a blessing for Janae.
Whatever he did was really, really bad for them not to be able to talk about it. They're not really even talking about it.
Statements we're
speculating
one after another.
You said what?
I just want to read Janae and Kenny and Janae, like the statements, like right in succession as they posted them, because they're like crazy when you line them up really quick.
Line up.
If that's all right. So the first one was from Janae. Hi, my loves. Thank you for all, and this was earlier today. Thank you for all your love and support. It means the world to me. As you know, Kenny and I are no longer together. Please know that I have seen all the breakup theories and none have matched up to how terrible, disgusting, and disappointing it truly is. Discovering that someone you loved isn't who you thought they were, and that the relationship you thought you were building hasn't been genuine since day one has been truly devastating. Thank you for respecting my privacy, and please know, as a child of God, I will always be okay. Statement one from Janae, right? Kenny, here comes Kenny. The past few days have been incredibly difficult. I've been quietly sitting with a lot of emotions and doing my best to process everything privately. I know, Bubs, it's okay. It's not about you. Breakups are never easy, especially in the public eye. Sometimes, despite how deeply you care for someone, you come to the hard truth that the relationship was not something that could last long term. I'll always be grateful for the time we shared and the memories we created. Here's my favorite part. I release this chapter.
That's the thing that got me.
That pissed me off.
Yeah, that pissed me off. And also, Christina, hold on. You jumped in later, so I had already read all of these to everybody.
I know. I just like doing them side by side.
Yes, I get it. But I also wanted to say this.
Yes.
I think Janae would have never responded to Kenny had he not put that part in.
Really?
Right.
Like it was an amicable breakup, and their relationship just came to an end. No, he was trying to get.
Let me read. Please let me read.
Yeah, go ahead, read it.
I'm like, please. Okay. I'll always be grateful for the time we shared and the memories we created. I release this chapter with no ill will. Only in hope that Janae's path forward brings her nothing but happiness.
That's what set her off. That's what set her off. Because she's like, that's not what happened.
Then Janae says, then Janae's sister says some stuff. I don't care. It was like,
I read that. Don't worry. You don't have to read that part.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay. Then Janae says, she tags Kenny, STFU, because Mama Star is here. STFU, you manipulative liar. You are not taking accountability and telling people the type of person you really are is insane to me. My first statement was me being nice. Yeah. Do not piss me off.
Period.
Then after that, it was just like her friends. Then after that, Leah.
Well, Leah was the one who let us know that whatever he did was racist. Nobody knew what happened until Leah made that.
First, she said, how about you delete my man off of your page instead of deleting my comments? And she said, hold on. All these things are mushing together. There's so many screenshots. Oh my God. Delete my man off your page, you clout demon. Yeah. That's my favorite. And then, she said, put a sock in a chat, GPT head ass, tell the truth for once.
Well, because they're probably all in their personal group chat lighting him up.
She posted this and said, racist,
well, no, because that's the tamest thing that she could say, because they're in the group chat lighting him up. So I think because if Kenny would have never made that statement, Janae would have not responded, and the women would not have responded, because they're all in the group chat encouraging her while she is or hanging out with her right now while she is crying and breaking down, and they're responding to him like, "Don't act like you're innocent. We're not."
All I will say, the last thing I will say is that before or after the clout demon, whatever, the thing that Leah did say was, put a sock in it. ChatGPT had asked, tell the truth for once. Racist, clout/money hungry, scammer since day one. Trying to make it seem like something it's not. So that was like where then that's because Leah was like, hey, racist, whatever. And then Liv's your pathetic excuse for a story is laughable. I can't even put it into words how good of a person she is and how hard it is to watch her go through this, blah, blah, blah. You fucking clout chaser. And then somewhere Serena like commented on one of his posts and
yeah, you gave us the Serena update, and she also.
Oh yes, thank you. I forgot.
Yeah, you gave. That's all right.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day. Thank you so much for the breaking news. Do Christina and Simone, do you have anything to say about Nicolandria before I move into that chapter?
Wait a minute. Are we going into that right now?
We're going into Nicolandria. Or do you want to talk about Cierra?
Sierra.
Okay, we're going to
get it out the way.
We're going to get into Cierra first. But Christina and Simone, do you have anything to say before I post the Cierra video?
I'll let Simone go ahead.
In regards to Cierra, she gotta pack it up at this point. Pack it up. That man ain't gonna call you. He's with his wife.
Oh, she's trying to capitalize at this point because I just seen something before I came on, and I said, "Okay, girl."
Oh, we're going to talk about it, Christina.
That's pretty much all I have to say. Is that she listen? While Janae and Kenny were breaking up, I don't believe somebody was like, she chose today to do this. I'm like, no, she absolutely did not put that level of thought. She's just doing what she wants to do. Like, I have a 4-part series and 9 minutes, 9.5 minutes, 9 minutes.
Listen, she's trying to make whatever money she can from the creator fund.
She's
not booking anything.
She came in my comments and said, like, I'm actually not in the creator fund. And I was
That's a lie.
She's a lie. She's lying.
No, she did. And she put the eyes, like, where you get like happy tears, like your eyes are watery. Like,
she's lying.
She said, I'm actually not in the creator fund.
Yes, that is a lie. Are the big ones didn't know, but the average ones, she did.
I said,
if anything, she joined after she came back from the villa.
Bro.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, we're going to move
I'm going to let you kick me out really quick. I just want to say 2 things about Cierra because I know you're going to talk about one of them, which is that she's like, oh, Huda has this move where she like does this thing to people. And what I want to say about that is we watched Huda do that twice. We watched her do it to Jeremiah when they were coupled up in the heart rate thing. We saw her do that to Ace. She admitted to doing it in Call Her Daddy. Like, for me, that's the headline that people, or not even headline, but just that is this like brand new fact that people seem to be running with. I'm like, no, we watched her do that. It's over their pants. Like so I don't, that's my opinion on that.
Well, that's dirty. That's dirty.
Listen, it is what it is, except it's just not new info as far as I'm concerned, me personally. The second thing is, baby, just log off for a little bit. And I know I said
that's what I told her to do.
Now I have a third thing, which is I hope you had fun in Greece because they're about to have so much more fun than you have.
Oh, they already having fun. Y'all saw me Snapchat.
I haven't been able to see nothing.
You haven't
crumbs. I am going crazy. I have not seen the wine, and they drinking the wine, and they sitting down and eating. Let me know what's going on.
And it said catch. Did you? Because it takes a second in the real catch flights, not feelings. We caught both.
Yeah.
It's so cute. It's so cute. Well, we're going to go into our Nicolandria segment. Thank you so much, Christina. Thank you so much, Simone.
Thank y'all.
You guys can come up here whenever you want. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. I love you so much. Thank you.
Love y'all.
Oh, Lord. Of course, Mama Star is going to stay up here because if I take her down, she's going to jump me. Anyway, so
I'm gonna come in your studio.
You are. So the next segment we're going to talk about is Cierra. So Nicolandria, we'll just talk about them together. Nicolandria are in Greece, which, call it what you want. For me, I took it as shade because last week Cierra was in Greece and she posted her video about how, the guy that she liked didn't really want her, but wanted her friend. So she took a trip, obviously me as vet. So she took a trip to Greece to get her mind off of it. And now Nicolandria are in Greece, booed up and bait up. And I know my mom wants more content from them. I am absolutely happy that they are giving us crumbs and they are not letting us into every aspect, because I feel like for this relationship to work, they are going to have to keep it offline. I think they need to be very strategic about what they share and monetize that, but they have to keep their real relationship offline. And I think the best person for Nick and Landry to talk to is Cameron and Lauren and Cameron, because they have been a very successful couple who monetizes their relationship, but they also protect their relationship and they monetize it in a very strategic way. And I think Nick and Landry need to sit down with them.
And Ace and Shelly.
And yeah, Ace and Shelly, they're great as well. I was just saying Lauren and Cameron because they're older, they're married, they have a child on the way. They just have a bit more history, and they could really, teach them the rights and the wrongs of how to do this, because they are a couple with their same dynamic that has done this successfully. So I am fine with the crumbs. I love that they don't give us too much. Sometimes I feel like Nick shares too much. I feel like Alandria's on live too much. So them being together and in Europe and not giving us anything, or just a little bit, I'm fine with it. I'm absolutely fine with it.
Well, they can send Mama Star some stuff.
No,
I love them, and I want to know what's going on.
I don't want them sending Mama Star nothing. But while we're here, I wanted to talk about Cierra. Cierra posted a couple videos because she said that everybody was asking her all these questions. I don't know if it's true. I know that Cierra has monetized her page, and I know she is doing this, yes, for clout, but also for money, because here's a look at her page, right? Literally all of her videos get millions of views. The video that she posted about, the first video that she posted about Nicolandria, thanks the guy that I wanted my friend, that has 11.2 million views. Like, all her older videos are getting 13 million views, 8 million views, 10 million views, 6 million. Like, she's making a lot of money off of this. And she's going to continue to post as long as everybody stays on her page and looks at her, because this is going to be very profitable, not just through TikTok to the creator fund paying her. Also, brands are going to look at this, and that's who she is trying to bring back to her platform. She's hoping that the brands get over the racism. She's hoping that the brands say, oh, enough time has passed. Now we can work with her. So I will say, I don't like what she's doing, but it is very smart what she's doing, because this is going to keep her relevant. It's making her a lot of money. And at some point, she's going to be able to be the influencer that she once was, if not better. So this is smart for her. It's strategic. It's in poor taste, but it's going to work out for her. So anyway, she posted a video, multiple videos. I just want to talk about the Nicolandria video that she posted. So here it is.
I feel like my feelings about it change every day, and it's so complex. Like, there's so many layers involved to it. I don't think I could ever explain it in a way where I could expect everyone to understand. At its core, I'm just a girl who liked a boy. I'm mourning a relationship and going through kind of like a breakup almost, and a lot of people won't understand that because it's like, oh, it's a dating show and you only knew each other for X amount of weeks. What I will say about a Nick and I's relationship is, throughout it all, despite what you guys saw, we were both doing our fair share of exploring. Our kind of unwritten rule was that we wouldn't ask each other about how they felt about other people, how we felt about other people. Where we found comfort and solidarity is taking our minds outside of the villa. We avoided the where's your head at, how are you feeling, and we just talked about the most random shit and just bonded over life outside of the villa. There's so much of it that you guys didn't get to see, and you know, it is what it is. But when Casa Amor happened, that was, I think, a turning point for both of us. You know, like, it took me so much to get to a place where I could let my walls down and really feel for someone. In that moment that I was back at the fireplace and I thought that Nick was gone, I had this moment of clarity where I was like, why is he gone? Like, he should be here. I want to be with him. And that's kind of when I knew that he was the person I wanted to be with. He came back and he told me that he missed me and told me about his Casa experience. Like, I was on such a high from thinking that he was gone and then realizing that he was back and hearing that he just was thinking about me this whole time. So I thought, when I realized Nick was back, I had given all my attention to him, obviously. So when I was with Nicolandria off camera, I was like, girl, I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy to see you. Like, obviously 2 nights before, I was just sobbing my fucking eyes out because she had left. She's one of my closest friends in there and like one of my confidants and one of my people, you know? And I said to her, I'm so glad you're here. And she was like, girl, I have to talk to you because, you know, Nick and I were coupled up. So obviously we had to explore. And then it was cut off. Like, we had to save the rest of the conversation for the chat we were going to have. But the way that she displayed it to me in that moment, like the quotation marks, I was like, okay, they had to explore. And I was already jumping to conclusions. I'm like, they're okay, so maybe they like cuddled and maybe they kissed. Like, I'm already kind of, you know, setting myself up for what she's going to tell me. Fast forward, Nick and I had this chat, and yeah, he did tell me about the kiss, but I don't know, I felt maybe it was downplayed, maybe it was the way that he expressed it to me, but it never felt like it was something that I had to worry about, especially because he was also telling me that it gave him clarity and that he wanted to be with me. And at that moment, after all of the emotions and after missing him and realizing how strong my feelings were for him, and then after Nicolandria had also told me, like, yes, we kissed, but I felt nothing, like, at this point, these are 2 people that I trust and that I care for, and God forbid I believe them. Like, I believed that what they were telling me, there's no spark, there's no chemistry, you have nothing to worry about. Like, I chose to ride with that. And was there a part of me that was like, fuck, should I be mad about this? Of course. But I think in there you have to choose what you're gonna give your emotion to, you know? And it takes so much more energy out of me to be upset about something and to hold a grudge than it does to just take steps to go forward. And in that moment, like, I just wanted to move forward with my friendship with Nicolandria and with my relationship with Nick, and I wanted to believe that that kiss was nothing. Now, when I came out of the villa, mind you, I come out thinking that Nick and I are in this amazing place and, you know, we're closed off and we have these strong feelings for each other. I already knew that the situation I was stepping into in my reality with, like, what I was dealing with my misuse of words, like, I already knew that that was gonna deter anything that could involve us. But coming out to see that the whole internet, football franchises, his family was rooting for them to be together the entire time that him and I were together, like, yeah, that hurt. And even when I first saw it, it didn't click to me. Like, I still wanted to believe, like, okay, but, you know, these people don't really know what it was like in there, and they don't know all the relationships that we have with each other and the dynamics. And, like, as the episodes went on and as I watched as a viewer from someone on the outside and I saw their connection forming, I was like, damn, okay, it fucking hurts, but I think 2 things can exist at once. Like, I can be sad for myself that I'm mourning this relationship and all of these things that I thought were gonna happen between us, and I can also be happy for 2 people that I care about. But as days went on and I didn't hear from either of them, the more hurt I became. Like, I feel like when I first came out and I could appreciate the friendships and the relationships and the memories that we had all shared and find beauty in their situation, it was because I thought that, like, they could come out and, I don't know, I guess embrace me. But as the days went on and it just kind of felt like I never existed, and like the friendship Nicolandria and I shared had never existed, and the relationship that Nick and I shared had never existed, like, that shit hurts. Being shut down with no closure. Like, it's closure that I've had to provide for myself, and it's a lot. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm fucking hurt, but I'm also a fucking adult. I have other shit to deal with. Like, there's a lot in my life that I have to put together, and I'm just going through the motions. So how do I feel about Nicolandria? I'm happy for them. Does it hurt? Of course, but I think they can both exist. I think I can be hurt and wish them the best, and that's just what it's gonna have to be. Asking where we stand now, and the answer is that we don't stand on any business. I think like a lot of comments are throwing my line back at me where I say, if I can take your man, he was never your man to begin with. And I still stand by that. If you can take my man, you can have him. Like, it's very clear to me, we are not meant to be. It was never my situation to end up in. How it unraveled is fucking crazy. It's all one of one. But I never need a man to tell me twice that he doesn't want me. And I can only speak to know that, like, my feelings were real. And I think I would drive myself in circles trying to figure out if his were real or not. I'll always cherish the really one-on-one experience that we did have, and focusing on healing from it rather than figuring out where it could have gone. So that's that. A lot of the love that I received is on my outfits and my makeup and my jewelry and my hair, and I cannot tell you guys how much that.
Then she gets into herself. The first thing I want to say about this, she contradicts herself, right? She starts off with saying that her and Nick were in a relationship, but it was really hard for her to experience everything coming out of the villa while looking at the fact that they had a relationship. But then she says they were also exploring. So what was the problem? Because they both came to you and said that they explored, they shut it down out of respect for you. I will say I totally understand her being like, to get out of the villa, see the edits, see every NFL franchise rooting for them and his family. Actually, I will give her that, because I would have felt some sort of way too. But it's just like she upplays the relationship to victimize herself, and then she downplays it when she talks about how she was exploring as well. So it looked to me as if she was covering her bases just in case somebody comes out and says, well, me and Cierra was doing X, Y, and Z. So she makes sure she covers her bases, but she also victimizes herself by saying, well, we were in a relationship. You actually weren't. It was a reality dating TV show where you guys were putting an experiment where you knew each other for a few weeks. And yes, you and Nick talk about outside the villa, but you have to be honest about what y'all talked about outside the villa, because he was making sure that you knew that you were not in a relationship. And he actually asked you to clarify what you meant with closed off before he was closed off with you. He wanted to make sure that closed off just meant they're not going to date anybody. Like, if any bombshells or anybody comes in, y'all are done exploring that. Y'all will not do that. He made sure that closed off didn't mean boyfriend and girlfriend outside of the villa. So I think what she is doing, yes, is very smart for her financially and career-wise. It just appears to be very sinister, because she's doing this because of the attacks that Alondria is having. And I feel like if Alondria was not having these attacks, if she was just getting all the love, I don't think that Cierra would be doing all the videos that she's doing now. She feels like it's a safe space now, since there are certain people turning on Alondria. So she feels that it's safe for her to jump in now and start victimizing herself, because it doesn't seem necessarily that Alondria has everybody on her side. So it's safe for her to come in and go after her. Mom, are you asleep?
No, I'm waiting for you to get done, because I'm ready.
Well,
do I need to take my glasses off? Because
the way that you look like you're asleep with those glasses. So no,
I'm looking at you. I'm waiting, honey, to jump in.
Well, the way it's the glasses. So I feel like it's just sinister what she's doing. It's profitable for her, but I just don't like it. And if you really wanted something to happen with you and Nikki, you really feel so bad and hurt, why'd you block his sister? His sister was just like, I can't even respond to what's going on because she blocked me. What is your beef with the sister? Okay, she liked Nicolandria more than you. It's a TV show. It's not that big of a deal, but I think that, again, what she's doing is profitable for her. It's not the best way to go about it, but hey, it's her life. She could talk about her experience, but it's very sinister, the timing of her deciding to talk about her experience. And it also looks like the apology that she gave to the Asian community really didn't hold any weight. It was just something that she did
where I'm coming
to
from.
get her out of the hot seat. So take over, Mama Star.
Yeah, that's where I'm coming from. She's too busy worrying about Nick, and she is very insensitive to the Asian community that she said something about. She's on here licking her wounds about him moving on, which that's what the show was about, and how she felt and how she's hurt and all of that. But those people was hurt too by what you said. And for you to put that down and just go into what you feel about your own feelings is really a kick in the face.
Yep.
Because you haven't spent this much time, fixing what you did. You said one thing and that's fine, and that was it. But you have come on here making money off of how you feel. And ultimately, I feel like it's a ploy to try to break them up. Because she's so jealous, to get hate stuff going on. Because she's jealous. She's hurt. Because the man and everybody that was outside of the villa said she ain't the one. If Cierra want to go back and remember, he was with somebody when she came.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
She jumped in
so
bed
Bella
with
should
him.
feel the same way about Cierra that Cierra feels about Nicolandria.
Bingo. She jumped in the bed with him. And licking and sticking.
Okay, Mom.
So that was the name of the game in the villa. But what she's really mad at.
Oh wait, I just want to hold on. I just want to piggyback on what you just said. That's the name of the game in the villa, right? She knows that. Right. But she is trying to twist the narrative of the show to make herself a victim. That's the name of the game in the villa. It's a literal game show. But now all of a sudden, you and Nick are in this relationship.
Y'all engaged.
Like now that's your boyfriend and Nicolandria is your best friend. Y'all are all playing a game show to win money.
It's a game show, yes. And she's trying to make it seem like she was hurt by the game. But you signed up for that. And you came in, you wasn't even a main person in the villa. You came in and stepped on somebody's toes. So your toes got stepped on.
But it's okay for her to do it and not for anybody else. And if you want to talk about Nicolandria being your really good friend, she literally cut off everything with Nick to protect you. You didn't do that with her. You stood behind Taylor and said, "Oh, I just want you to know I'm doing it for Nick." That's supposed to be your really good friend. You saw her cry over him.
Okay.
You decided to stand behind Taylor to spite her. So maybe y'all weren't the friends that you're talking about. But now, since this situation didn't work out for you, now all of a sudden y'all are these really good friends. But you weren't a really good friend to her with Taylor.
That's
so she switches up the narrative to victimize herself.
Yeah. She feels like she marked her territory because she slept with him and whatever else she did under them covers. And his mother was like, Nicholas.
He said, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. That's over. That's over.
Let's be honest and let's talk about what the real issue is. Wait, before we get to there, I want to talk about this with Wavy Bubbly. Wavy Bubbly said blocking her sister and not blocking Nick, I assume, is very telling. It absolutely is, because she still wants the boy for two reasons. One, he's very popular, but also Nick is about to take off. He just signed with CAA. Yeah. So Nick is somebody like her who is very calculated. She needs him because she wants to, like Kenny, siphon his popularity to benefit her. Yeah. So she gonna block the sister, but she gonna make sure Nick sees everything. because you had a relationship, so you say, with Nick. You never met his sister. So why you block her?
Bingo.
Because the sister is rooting for Alandria.
Right.
And you don't want the sister, to get in the way of what you're trying to do with Nick. Because if she ever get the opportunity, she gonna try to get to that man as best as she can. But he's not interested in her. He's not interested in her. And
well, I believe they blocked her. I think I saw
I hope he did. I hope he did.
All of them blocked her.
I hope
all
he
of
did.
them blocked her. So what she thought was going to happen when he came out, she was going to be able to swoop in on him.
Yeah.
But him and Alandria, it's already together. And one thing that we didn't even speak about that she's mad about is what she had to do. Alandria didn't have to do it.
Period.
What she had to do to try to stick them and get them, Alandria didn't have to do that.
Let's stay right there, Mama Star, because the real issue is
the black girl.
Talk about it. That not only a black girl, a dark-skinned black woman, that she never saw a bar competition.
Black Barbie dressed in Bacardi.
Hey. Period. I'm trying to leave her somebody's Ferrari.
Hey.
Listen, she was mad that this chick, who she never saw as competition because of what society lied to her and told her about herself and about her. She can't take that this woman is the apple of this man's eye, and nothing that Cierra has done could ever get that man to come up off that woman.
Bingo. He told her, come home.
Come home.
Come home.
That's the thing. She's upset about that because she did all that stuff to that boy. And she still could never have his heart and attention like Alandria. And she can't take because she never saw her as competition. Same thing was happening with Huda and Shelly. The girl was unraveling because she could not believe that the black men that she is used to having eat out of her hand wanted Shelly.
Come on here.
She couldn't take. She spazzed out.
So what she is pissed off is, daggone, I had to do all of that, and this black girl ain't have to do nothing but sitting pretty. Just sit pretty. Just sit pretty.
Got that man on Snapchat Live everywhere he can be to make money because he said, what? I got to take her on a trip to Europe. He working for his woman. Working for his woman.
That come home shook me up. He said, come home.
He said, come home. Now he got her and they're booed up in what? Greece. Oh, let me show you the picture. Girl, they booed up in Greece. Booed up in Greece.
Girl, they ain't okay. Cute.
He said, catch a flight, not feelings. We court
both.
And he keeps on playing this Alicia Keys Unbreakable song. That's his song. That is his song for them. First of all, they look so beautiful.
They do look beautiful. Beautiful.
They're in Greece where Cierra just was at. He took his boo to Greece and then he retweeted it on his Twitter and he said vacation.
And she on there crying all over the place, talking about my friend and my man.
I can't wait to see the story she's gonna post next.
Okay. Because the thing is this. You went on a show, you got taken off the show. But if you go all the way back, before she came on the show, they had a little chemistry. Clock it. Mama starts clocking it.
Wait, what is it? Clock it.
Clock it. But the thing is this. Before she came on the show, because all this, her boyfriend and all that wasn't your dude, girl. They've been kissing from the door. And what Alandria did, which is a good woman. You heard what her father said. His father said, listen, you found love her. You know what I mean? It's okay. Like, he kissed her because he liked her. He had a thing for her. Then when they went in and he brought her out over here with her butt out and all that, I mean, they've been laying down the groundwork for this relationship. And my girl, when she went with him and kissed him, she said no, because you still got something. We going back.
Yeah.
And I've always said this, and I'm gonna say this again. When she got booted off the show and he got booted off the show brought them back.
Oh,
The show brought
absolutely.
them back because they was a hot commodity.
Yeah, they made that show a lot of money.
They made the show. The show said we can't let them go. So they got a car, got him and her, and brought them back. Because there was something going on. The show even knew that something was brewing with them. And she's a upright woman. She said, listen, you got a little situation when we go back. Like, I'm not going to explore this because you got a little situation. But they done kissed and everything, bumped and grind before that. And she said, no, that's an upstanding woman. Because I would have said, I would have said, no, we together from here. But she said no. And she said, go back and fix that. And that's not what he wanted. And when they took her off, he said, I don't know what's going on, which he kind of knew what was going on, but he didn't speak about it. He said, I didn't want to associate myself with whatever it was that she got hooked up in. I don't want to be involved in that. So I won't be contacting her. That first interview that he had when he had on Mama's little meatball shirt, he said, I don't know, so I won't be contacting her.
That's the thing. She made sure to not mention why nobody was reaching out to her.
Right.
You got removed from the show for racism.
Right.
Ain't nobody's trying to see how you're doing right now.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get with you.
You're mad at Nicolandria. How about Pepe? How about Iris?
Yeah. I don't think you said nothing about them. But Huda, she said something about Huda because Huda don't like her anyway. But anyway, I just feel like she is a sore loser, and she's more concerned about this relationship with this dude opposed to what she said about a community of people.
Yes.
And that's my biggest problem with her.
Because she wants everybody to move on from her racism, and she wants everybody to focus. If she stops talking about Nicolandria, she has no relevancy.
She don't have no relevancy.
Bringing her attention and money, and that's why she continues to talk about it and victimize herself. It's extremely sinister. Obviously, are you ready to come up?
If she would talk about, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have something for the Asian community, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do some community service, or I'm going to educate myself and all of that. If she was doing that, she would be in a better position with me. But she is all about the money, and she is on the Nick and Nicolandria phenomenon too.
Everybody's feeding off of them. Everybody is feeding. She's feeding off of this relationship because she wants it to line her pockets. I want to talk about
Taylor too.
We're going to get to him. I want to talk about this before I bring up obviously me. AI said if they didn't talk about anything deep, how do they have a relationship? She contradicts herself all the time. It's just like you and this guy were committed, but then you were exploring. You and this guy were in a relationship. You were so into him, but then you come out the villa and you block his sister, but he's not blocked.
You said somebody. She was with somebody when he came back.
Exactly.
When he left.
Yes.
With somebody.
And then she says, "Oh well, we didn't talk about any deep stuff, but y'all were in this full-blown committed relationship. What is it? What is it, Cierra? What is the actual relationship? Jealousy is what it is. Obviously, me. Let's go. Give us your thoughts on Nicolandria.
Okay.
Clocking that tea.
Clock it.
So, one thing I do want to say, like I said, I don't think Nick owes, Cierra anything. She's using this language like, I'm mourning this relationship. Okay, did you love that man? Like, that's crazy to say. And then she's like, the way that Cierra says, oh, you can have him. Like, okay, then, like, if you're gonna give that energy, like, why are you making all these videos about it? You can have him. Like, it's not matching up. It's not. You're like, I'm mourning this. This is like, she literally said, like, I'm heartbroken.
No, you're
but like,
not.
you can have him. But you can have him. Like, okay. it's like a badly edited movie where it's just two different tones and it's like doesn't yeah. Um Another thing is I don't know if y'all saw this and it was very brief. Um I don't know if I can find those screenshots anymore. I should have them bookmarked. But Cierra was supporting Nicolandria.
Yes, in the beginning, until
Yes,
she saw how the tides turned. But one thing about
yes.
the tides, they always return back. And she's going to be
Hmm.
singing a different tune. A different tune.
She was
Exactly.
supporting them when she first came
Oh,
out.
she was Team Nicolandria. She loves them. She's so happy for them. And now,
Hmm.
That was a lie. That
exactly.
was a
Now that she's seeing
lie.
what's happening with the Landria, now all of a sudden it's, oh, she's the victim, and both of them hurt her.
She was a liar.
Hmm.
She was saying that because she was in a pickle when she came out of that villa. Because she had to be let go because of her racist comments. And she trying to appease to the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I just want to say that
Landria
ah,
wasn't her friend. You right, Carter. That wasn't her friend. She went and stayed behind Taylor. She wanted Taylor to stay, not her.
there's there's a lot of picking and choosing going on online that I just it's like it's kind of like it's some people, maybe it is some people because this is some people's first season of Love Island that they're watching genuinely, but it's like it's some people's first time like seeing an interracial relationship play out on Love Island, even like with a black woman in it. And I'm
Mm.
like, it's it's getting like weird the way that some people are like, because we have the Janae and Kenny fallout, it's
Mm.
like, oh, like there's this sentiment of
Yeah.
like black women need to now be humbled. And
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, like there's this sentiment now with Ola, like, oh, you're next, like watch your
Yeah.
back, like they're coming for you next. Like it like people are like literally like essentially praying that Nick treats Ola dirty and like she goes through what Janae is going through. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, like now it's
He
like,
come from a
you know,
different stock. He come from a different stock.
It's
His
not the same at all.
Yeah, it's not the same,
no.
and you could feel it. His parents are for her. His sister, his family is for her, and she even spoke on that on the Kiki Palmer show that she really wasn't trying to press into him like that because where she come from, there's not a lot of relationships like that
Mm-hmm.
in Alabama. So she
Mhm.
wasn't, she liked him, but she wasn't trying to press in it like that, which he sought her out. He
Yeah.
wanted her. He
Her
wanted her.
mother fought her out. LS
Yes.
said, and the mama. Been a strong Ola supporter before there was even a Nicolandria.
And the dad.
Exactly.
Wait,
And the
Cierra,
dad.
everybody is forgetting that she's the president, CEO, and creator of Nicolandria. She
Yeah.
was the one who said that she wanted Alandria for her son. Because
Wait a minute. What
Alandria
did she
brings up the
call him? She
women and
called him
boys, and
something.
that's when everybody started
Yeah.
shipping
Everybody started talking
Nick and
about
Alandria
her.
together because of his mother.
Yeah.
Everybody, Sierra,
Right.
everybody was forgetting that. The mom wanted
And
this is going to work.
And the NFL.
And
Because I'm
then,
sure they
yes.
got a little ad or something with the NFL.
oh, it's
Oh,
And
coming.
baby.
It's
I don't know
coming.
if y'all have seen like online, but people are like joking like Nick's whole family is Bridgerton because even the sister's like significant
Megan.
other, like he's black. And I'm like they're like, this is a Bridgerton family. I'm like, I'm telling y'all, like, they're from Jacksonville. Like, that applies to her too. Like, she's not exempt for that. But
Yeah.
it's like this weird I don't know. It's definitely this strange sentiment of like people basically rooting for like Nicolandria's downfall so they can point and go like, see, this is why black love is like,
Mhm.
and
Well,
it's like,
I want black
Oh,
people to start clapping for us. We are the prize, and we have to start standing in that. That man was starstruck for her. He said, I get the flutters when he see her. He wants her. And it's nothing wrong with interracial um dating. It doesn't have, just because Kenny and the girl didn't work out, it doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen with them. I see something different. I have daughters myself, and I look at these things to see what's going on. This girl did not chase him at
No.
all, and she was absolutely a lady. She carried herself as the upstanding Black woman that she is. And, we got to get used to cheering for us, because we are the prize.
Here's what I think is happening. The media, right? People are not used to seeing in the media Black women being loved on. That's why it was such a big deal when Meghan Markle, the Princess of Crenshaw, got with Prince Harry. It was such a big deal because nobody could believe that a prince would want to be with this woman who they call her Black, but I'm like, she identifies as biracial. And the biggest thing that the issue that they were having was that this woman comes from a Black woman.
A really Black, a dark-skinned Black woman.
Dark-skinned Black woman with locks. So a lot of people were just like, okay, this is not the norm for a lot of people. And the same thing is happening with Nicolandria. And the same thing is happening with Janae. It's like people are not used to seeing Black women, especially dark-skinned Black women, be loved on, be appreciated, be put on a pedestal. And it's just like, just because this is not what you're used to seeing does not mean that this is not somebody's reality. And that's why I'm always on this platform. And I'm just like, listen, when I reviewed The Bachelor, I'm just like, listen, these reality TV shows that have a mainly white audience are choosing Black people and people of color that will choose somebody white. Why? Because the audience that has made the show popular needs to feel chosen. They need to see themselves being represented and put on a pedestal. So it's not the fact that all Black men on TV don't like Black women. It's the fact that these shows are strategically casting Black people who will choose white people because the main audience is white. So the audience has to feel chosen. That is it. It is not the reality of Black people. It especially is not the reality of Black Americans. The majority of Black Americans date, marry, and live in communities with each other. It is a very small minority of us that interracial date and live in non-Black spaces and communities. The majority of us stick together. But you will not
read all about it. We outside. Outside.
Period. But if you go by the media, you would not think that is the truth. So that's why you have situations like this where it's just like everybody, and that the women in the villa were shocked that Alandria and Shelley were getting that work, especially with Black men. And I'm just like, no, that happens in the Black community. Those girls, they're those girls in their community. So you can't believe that they're not picking Huda. You can't believe that, they're not picking Iris. But I'm just like, y'all don't realize just because they're not a standard in your community does not mean they're not a standard in their community. But you're so used to seeing these negative views of Black people, especially Black women, that when the reality of who Black people actually are is standing in front of you, you can't digest that because of all of the lies that you have been eating and digesting from the media. This is
but I'm gonna tell you one thing: Black girls, all shapes, sizes, and colors, been that girl. We've been that girl, and we don't stand in that enough for me.
Because far too many of us are living for the internet and living for the media. I'm just like, you got to go outside, look at your neighborhood, exist in your real world, and see the truth for what it is. The internet ain't real life.
Right.
Your life is your experience is your real life. So don't go out there and say, oh, Black men don't want me. Black people. If that is what you're seeing in the media, you are seeing a lie.
Let me tell you one thing. I had this white guy. He was Italian, I guess. He owned a few pizza parlors, and he just was in love with me. But his women of choice was black women, and he was in love with me. But I was afraid to really love him. I mean, he gave me everything, but his job was a bit too much for me. And my mom was like, girl, so I had to, but I really didn't realize that Italian men really love black women. I didn't know that until later because we got a part of our town in Philly called South Philly where you see that a lot in South Philly, Philadelphia. But let me tell you one thing. We all at. We all at.
Where are you?
My,
Where is this conversation going?
Mama Star had to let you know I'm outside too.
Oh my God. Thank you for letting us know that you had your
Yes.
own Nicholas back in the day.
My Nicholas, yes.
I will say
Period.
this. I will say this. He was one of my mom's best boyfriends. I mean, anything we wanted, he got it for us. He was a good guy. We miss him. We miss him. But like
Yes.
Mama said, the job was a little too much.
Yeah, I was just like, wait a minute, dog.
Okay, we're not going to tell the job.
No, I'm not going to
Mama.
tell the job, but I was like, wait a minute, dog. I mean, hold on. It's too much for me.
It's a little too much for you. Oh, Lord.
Yeah. It's just people out in the streets like, oh, well, oh, should chose Jalen and Janae did he go back to court? I'm like, y'all, we lost the plot. Like we
Yeah, we
lost the plot.
We lost the plot.
And that
Nick
kind of
will lay down in front of a truck before he let Alondria go.
Yeah, he's not letting her go. He's not letting her
and that kind of segues into my next point about I guess it's kind of like some of Leia's fan base. To me, and I could be wrong. To me, they kind of mirror like Huda's fan base in the way that they like get really, really defensive whenever you bring up like people that their respective favorites have like been with.
Yeah.
But they were like attracted to black women. Like, don't get me started when you make a joke or whatever about Robin Janae. And the Leia like people will be like, it's like like they try and like come at this angle of like, oh, like you want that for her, but it's like, I mean, you're really just somebody who like Leia's your favorite, and like he didn't want her, and that's why you're like, and it's kind of giving like.
Well, what that is, and what happens with those fan bases, is the fact that you have to realize with Leia and Huda, they have fan bases of non-black women who not only fetish black men, they also poorly copy black women, and they also do not realize this, but this is the men that they are getting. They also date black men with low racial self-esteem. So the black men that they normally get are black men who ain't worth change for a quarter in the black community and can't get the black women that they want. So in their anger, because they are not the standard, they go outside of the community and disparage black women to non-black women who are in this one-sided competition with black women. So they are both able to bond over their disdain and jealousy for black women. So these women, these non-black women, are used to black men speaking terribly, the black men that they date not only speaking terribly about black women, but putting them on a pedestal. So they could never believe or imagine that if men had a choice, that they would choose a black woman over them. So a lot of them are spiraling. And so anytime a white guy or a black man that they want is brought up in conversation for a Black woman, they all spaz out because they believe that those are the men that they should get. Like Huda in the villa, she could not believe that she could not get Black men. She was just so used to that was the low-hanging fruit for her, and she could not believe it. But she never clocked in or ever talked about how them white boys paid her dust.
Especially
Never
Nick.
gave her a first shot. Didn't even give her enough to come around the second time. They said absolutely not. And so all she was left with was Black men, but those Black men date Black women. And so for them,
except for
Black
Jeremiah.
women are the standard.
Yeah, except for Jeremiah.
Except for Jeremiah. But for them, those Black women are the standard. So she could not break that. And that caused a lot of that. Even with Jeremiah, she had Jeremiah, but it wasn't enough for her because she is in a one-sided competition with Black men, with Black women.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeremiah didn't want Shelly. Jeremiah didn't want Nicolandria. For her to feel something, for her to feel special, she had to get a Black man that wanted Black women, because those are the women she's in a one-sided competition with. Those Black women ain't thinking about her, but she is often thinking about them because her relevancy, her importance has come from Black men with low racial self-esteem, putting her on a pedestal over them. She can't be on a pedestal over them white girls, but if she can be on a pedestal over them Black women, that's good enough for her. So many non-Black women who fetish Black men and are in a one-sided competition with Black women identify with their girl. They are a part of that fan base. And it's a lot of young women, because a lot of young women are just like young people, are obsessed with Black people. The obsession starts very early. They wear our skin like a costume. It is extremely scary. But I mean, though, it'll fall off once they hit 30. They all stop being Black at around 30. But that is what's happening. So anytime a Black, especially now in this season, anytime a Black woman is going to be put on a pedestal, you just wait. The non-Black women are coming, and they are going to be really pissed, because to see a Black woman get a spot or a man that they have made a prize in their head, they're going to snap. It's going to happen. But I think Alondria is in a safe space because she got a man that will fight for her. Just like the Duchess. Her man did not play. He left his family, threw the title away, and said, I will give it all up for her.
Right.
They're not
and plus his daughter, his child.
Yep. They're not used to that, but
his son, Archie, he said, what y'all call my son? He said, no, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Don't talk about my son.
So obviously me, final thoughts.
Come on, obviously me.
You got the platform. Speak.
You know,
that dance that
we need TMZ back.
Doing,
we need TMZ back. We need TMZ back. Just as one time. I'm telling you, if this was the early 2000s, they'd be knocking down Kenny's door. What happened?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right.
They be standing outside his door everywhere he go.
Just this one. That's it.
Just this once. Listen, we need Wendy Williams back immediately.
Okay. Because Wendy would have told us. She would have told us what's happening.
Period. Anyway, thank you so much. Obviously, me. We appreciate your insight.
Love you, my love.
Part of the Star family. Love you.
Love you.
Bye. All righty, let's talk about next up on the docket. Where are they? Dominicana. So it is alleged that Amaya and BRYAN have broken up. And the reason why it is being alleged is because BRYAN is outside, child, and he is looking very, very single. So I will read this article from Cosmopolitan, who actually
spoke to that wasn't true.
Child, who actually spoke to Bryan and addressed the rumors that not only he cheated on Amaya, but that the relationship is over. I'll just read the whole thing. Amaya and Bryan may have left reality TV, but the drama wasn't far behind. Just a few weeks after winning Love Island, Bryan responded to rumors that he cheated on Amaya, setting the record straight on their relationship status. After a whirlwind romance earned them the title of America's favorite couple, Amaya and Bryan ended the season in an exclusive relationship, something he confirmed recently in an interview with Us Weekly. He says, Amaya and I are exclusive, taking steps to be boyfriend and girlfriend, he said. We care deeply about each other and we don't want to rush things. He added that they were looking forward to figuring out their relationship away from the cameras. We're letting things happen naturally instead of doing stuff for the public eye, and we're going to continue to do that. Unfortunately for Bryan, just because you want your relationship to be private doesn't mean it will be. On Tuesday, fans were caught off guard when a TikToker alleged in a since deleted video that she had seen Bryan getting cozy with another woman. The TikToker claimed that she had met Bryan and a few other Islanders at a Los Angeles club. She said that she and her friends ended up going back to the Airbnb where the cast was staying, and that she saw Bryan go to a private room with another woman, all while Amaya supposedly slept in the same Airbnb. Bryan didn't address allegations, but on Tuesday night, he shared a TikTok seemingly responding to the rumors that he and Amaya were over. When everyone thinks you're over, meanwhile, this is us, he wrote, tagging Amaya. In the video, you can see Amaya jump into Bryan's arm with a big smile on her face. They certainly do not look broken up to me. Granted, this TikTok isn't exactly a denial of cheating allegations, but it does seem to rule out any speculation that the winning couple is no longer together or on bad terms. Hopefully, we'll get a clearer picture at the Love Island Season 7 reunion. And then I have personally seen, but I can't post it here because it has music in the background, but Bryan is outside. The video that I saw of him, he was shirtless and he was pulling Patron, and there was a girl on her knees in front of him, and he was pouring Patron in her mouth. Now, I'm not saying that
my man ain't doing that.
Yeah, I will say it. I'm not saying that means he's cheating. I will say that's single behavior, in my opinion.
Okay.
In my opinion. I don't necessarily know if he's playing Amaya or if they're both in on it. I hope that they just scam the show to win this money. I would rather it be that than this be another Kenny and Janae situation where the guy latched onto the girl because she's popular. But I will say, after America voted and, Amaya seemed to be the most popular in those votes, all the dudes was on Amaya. I will say, though, Bryan did step up and defend her before America voted and, really protected her in that space. And I think that's why she was more attached to him. But I'm just like, listen, it makes sense that a lot of these relationships are falling apart. This was an experiment. This was a reality TV show, and it was a game show. I'm just hoping that Amaya is also in on this with Bryan. Because if she comes out and say that he played her, it's going to get even messier, and it's going to be another loss for Dominican men. My God, today the Dominican men are taking a beating. My God, today. Teresa says, it's crazy how Hannah cried over Charlie when he was eliminated, but didn't leave with him. Why? Because it's Love Island. Then she got with Pepe. Charlie who? Then Pepe got with Iris after Hannah because it's Love Island. It's a game show. Shan said exactly how they're in an amazing place and how are they in an amazing place and they having a deep convo. Absolutely. MJ says, I don't like how Cierra threw cat to get Nick from Bella, but she's a girl's girl. And now she's the victim, child. Now she's the victim. AI said Nick is going to drop Taylor as a friend. It started when Taylor and Clark were on live, and Taylor said he would choose Nick over Clark. And Nick almost immediately left the live. He was in the comments. Child, I wanted to wait a minute, but since we're here, let's talk about it. So I can't play the video because if I do play it, my video is going to get tagged because it has sound from the TV show. But
wait a minute. What did that say? Nick said what? Nick is going to drop Taylor as a friend.
Mom, we're talking about it right now. Stay with me.
No, I'm trying to see what
Stay with me, Mama Star. Stay with me.
Yeah, let's see.
So, two things that we have to talk about. Recently, Clark and Taylor were in a live. Taylor was trying to read some of the comments. He couldn't read it, so he basically smushed Clark to get her out of the way. I guess this is the kid thing that he likes to do.
They were drinking.
They were drinking. I will say this. It didn't sit right with me. I'm not saying he's abusing her, but it didn't sit right with me. Then, most recently, there is a video that was since deleted of a fan who did a video of Taylor and Clark. And in the video, the girl is using the audio from the show where Taylor says, "I choose Clark." And Taylor is pointing at Clark and Clark is staring in the camera. Now, the girl in her comments said that they didn't know that she was using the audio. However, in the video, it appears that Taylor and Clark heard the audio because as soon as Clark said, "I choose Clark," as soon as Taylor said, "I choose Clark," Taylor pointed to Clark and Clark pushed her face in the video and was shaking her head. Now, does it look messy? Absolutely. Especially since Taylor and Clark were posted up with Nicolandria in that Airbnb in the Hamptons. So it does look a little shady and it doesn't read well. I'm gonna wait for them to speak on it, but everybody's talking about it and it's picking up steam. It doesn't look good. And I will say, I'm glad that Nick and Nicolandria are together in Greece. I hope they remain together and stop allowing everybody from Love Island to eat off of them. I still don't think it has clicked to them how big they actually are. And right now, even the people who do not like them are feeding off of them. Now, I'm not saying Taylor and Clark don't like them, but I am saying their views go up when Nick and Nicolandria is on their lives. And I just need for them to move in a safer way, because it seems like everybody who was in the villa with them did not know how big they were until they got out. And now that everybody is realizing that, people can't stop talking about them and people cannot stop latching onto them. So I'm hoping that they see everything that's happening and that they move in a smart way. I believe they are. I hope they are. Mama Star, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts is this. Nicolandria had said, she said, well, listen, he was on me. Like, I don't know what the edits were. I don't know what they showed, but he was on me. So I just saw recently some tape from her and him in the villa. And Clark was on her. Okay? I seen them in the booth, the photo booth, and he put that tongue out. And he was just kissing Clark, like when he was in the villa with her. Now, I don't know what they're doing now outside of it, because it seems like they're sleeping together. Listen, they ain't none of my business. You know what I mean? Because, listen, ain't none of it. But he was all over her. And that's what she was saying. Like, I don't know how I was looking to everybody, but this wasn't what he was saying to me. She said, I'm not mad that they're together. I just want him to be honest. And that's where I'm going to stay. Because also in the same lives and videos and in the Hamptons, he couldn't keep his hands off of her. Every time I turn around, it's him and her. He's fixing her hair. He's pushing her on the float. I said, where's Nick? Where's Nick?
Where's Nick?
Because this man all over your woman.
Lord.
So I don't I'm not feeding all of that. And I want her to call Mama Star, because I want to let her know.
Not call you.
Don't feed into that. Don't deal with that. That's behind you. You got your man. Y'all making your money. You know, Ace and Shelly has moved away from Love Island.
They have.
They have
They
moved
have.
away from the Love Island and all of that hula, and they are living their life. Ace is on back on making his money like he was before, and his girl called him while he was on, and he gonna say hey babe, and she said hi, and they talking and this and that and that and this, and she said, well, I just want to tell you that I'm in the car with, because she letting her man know what she's at, and I'm going to X Y and Z. He said, you need anything? She said, no, I don't need anything. I just wish you was, I just wish you were here. He said, well, can I call you back? Because I'm working right now. I'm taking care of some business right now. Can I call you back? And she said, yeah. Like, I love this couple. Like,
They're
and then he
they're
just
a
went
smart
crazy when
couple.
he hung up. He just went back. I mean,
They're a
I
smart
love
couple,
it.
especially Ace. He's moving
Smart.
in a
And
very
I
smart way.
want Nick and Alondria to get out of that too. Forget about Taylor,
I want them to
Clark,
move. I want them to
and
move as a
Sierra
quartet.
and Love Island.
Yeah, I
Just
want them to move as
move.
a quartet. I don't want them to move
Yeah,
with any of them other Love Island people. They're
yeah,
not on their
yeah,
level.
yeah.
But
They're
Mama
not.
Star, breaking news.
What?
Breaking news.
What?
Silk is Uber Fetch said Janae's best friend Charmaine just spilled all the tea. And this is what Charmaine just posted. Let me take this down, child. Let me take this down. This is what Charmaine just posted. What did Kenny say? Charmaine said, my advice for women in relationships, if you have access, go through your man's phone today. Search keywords like, I don't like black women. I thought I would get more money from this. I'm faking this relationship. Going on the show would be for clout. I can't wait to be done with this so I can F hella bees. You'll thank me later. P.S. Never spare a man. Drag them out, baby girl. Oh my gosh, this is bad. He never liked black women.
He
I
gonna get
can't
rolled up.
wait.
And she probably right now, Janae is probably looking back in her head at the times he didn't want to cuddle or he didn't want to kiss her and all of that. Like things now was probably coming to her when he was acting funny to her. And she didn't realize what it was. He's something.
That is because this dude, he slept with, oh, just nasty work.
He don't like black women. But you was living off of a black woman. You Mama Star, hold your tongue.
This is so bad. At this point, and I'm so glad that her friend, this is the thing. I'm so glad that Janae's friends is saying stuff that she wants to protect her, right? So she can keep her image. So they're going to say whatever, but I'm just like, share it, mention it all.
Yeah.
Mention it all. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Jack Daniels said Meghan Markle is biracial, but she's black. And Europe,
bingo.
Highlighted that is why it's such a big deal. Ciao. I was only sent that one clip. Did she say anything else? Let me know, child. Let me know. Wow. Betty said Clark and Nikki, they purposefully pick men, including black men, that prefer non-black women, so white audience feel chosen. Yeah, it's TV 101. But Nicolandria had so many white people support, including white women. It was great to see. Nicolandria had millennials. Like all millennials, all races, all sexes. Like that was the thing. So I noticed that a lot of white women that were rooting for Nicolandria were millennial women. A lot of white women that were rooting against them were Gen Z, which was very disheartening. Very disheartening. She absolutely did. She absolutely did. OMG. Jack Daniels also said, let's not forget that Leah has stated before that she mostly did. Yeah, of course. You couldn't tell? Be Nice UK said, don't think he was getting money or clout. He thought he would get any more, so he was trying to get out. He thought he was going to be rolling in dough. Yep. You can't trust them bombshells. You can't trust them bombshells. Shay said, so apparently he said, I don't like black women. I thought I would get more money from this. A mess. LS said, obsessive behavior and that pedestal don't last. They revert back to Tyrone when a white woman thought she was winning. Lord. She obsessed over Shelly. Everything that happened to Shelly in the village, she obsessed. And if the black man she was with didn't give her the same treatment she gave Shelly, she felt slighted. That they gave Shelly.
Felt like Huda felt like she thought she could take her man right out of the box, but she couldn't. When she licked his penis,
yeah.
And that's dirty. When she licked that and put
I knew she did that.
Her behind on his face, she thought that would turn him on because they're using their box to
and she said, I raised his heart rate the most, and Shelly still got him.
And Shelly turned around and said, is your heart race?
She cussed Ace out. He was quiet. Melody said, Jeremiah talk about Ola's girlfriend material now. Yeah, because
I guess she is.
Like Kitty, he wants to harvest her spotlight.
Yeah.
Energy, they're all energy vampires. He wants her spotlight. He is wise enough to know that Nick is popular because of Landria.
Bingo.
He knows.
Bingo.
He knows. And he wants the spotlight that Nick is getting.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to replace Nick. He wants Nick's place.
Because he thought that he was
Nick.
He thought that he was all that going on there.
Yeah.
He give me a little delayed.
Okay, all right. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Oh my goodness. There are black men who have more of the same political ideas too. It's hard dating dark-skinned women because of rampant colorism in the black community. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Jack Dean said, did y'all see the way Jeremiah kissed Ola? Yeah, the attraction was there too. He said in a post-Villa interview that he should have gone after her. Yeah, he would have been a winner. He would have been a winner. Shay said, I think the friend's name is Charmaine. He apparently said, yeah, I got that. Oh, he thought he'd make more money. Yikes. Oh my goodness. B. Nichols said, OMG, I'm taking crazy pills. We breaking news. OMG. This is crazy. Texas sports.
But you know what he did though? He shot himself in the foot for real. Because he getting some bad press. Nobody's gonna want to really be bothered with him, interview him or anything, because that's evil. That's mean. Like, you can't even justify that.
Oh my God. The sirens, they were not playing. They were not playing. Nasby said, Taylor pushed Clark's head countless times, and I don't think it was because he couldn't see the comments. He pushed her away when Nick was on camera, even when Nick was talking directly to Clark. Ciao. Teresa said, this is why these Love Island characters need to be extremely careful who they hang and associate themselves with. It's giving vampire energy. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. This is crazy. Trinity said the Hamptons office giving Get Out too. It was. I was like, get off of her. They could not stop touching her. It was so scary. Aaron said Nick was planning a trip to Greece. Ola needs to be careful how she moves now. Lots of parasites ready to latch onto her and Nick. They should stick with Ace and Shelly. I absolutely
bingo
agree.
Because Ace is not letting them latch onto him and Shelly. He's not having it.
Yeah, Ace don't play. B. Nichols said, serious question. How can you be with someone for a year and not see this? There are people who are married to people for years and do never see who they really are. Men are able to, they are trained deceivers. They are able
to camouflage who they are.
Yeah, to get what they want.
Sometimes but really and truly, sometimes they see signs, but you so far in, you don't want to believe it until it smacks you in the face like this did to her today.
Mm-hmm.
She probably seen some signs.
Yeah. And it's so diabolical
Yeah.
that he would come on a show with multiple black women, go after a black woman,
Yeah.
be in a relationship with a black woman for a year and say he does not like black women.
Well, the thing about it is this: they plan a he probably came on and knew he wanted to go after her. He probably saw that she was, a lot of people look for your vulnerable spaces. I remember one time Toya.Star had for her organization, she had a male panel to talk to the girls to tell them about things. And one of the guys said that when he was in college, they would look for the girls that were that had low self-esteem
Oh yeah.
because they would get them and they could get them to do anything for them because they wanted to be chosen by them.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
They want, like, men know that women are the prize. They are so
Yeah.
good at convincing women that they are not, so they can harvest their energy. Men know that to get the life they want, they got
Yeah.
to get a woman that will allow them to use them
Yeah.
as a stool. They know they can't have the life they want without a woman dying for them and giving them everything that they need to make it. Because I will never forget this conversation with Barack and Michelle Obama, my forever president and first lady, where he was saying something about if he never, they were at a diner where they had their first date, and he was, is everything
What?
okay?
Yeah, I gotta close the windows.
Oh, it's cold. I'm sorry. And he was talking about them meeting, and he said something about if I would never have never had you, I would have never had my daughters. And she was just like, yeah. And if you would have never met me, you would have never been president. Period. Because she talks about in her book how much she had to sacrifice for him to win, how much she had to eat, how much she had to say goodbye to her aspirations so that she could be there for him to make sure that he gets that winning title.
Right.
Men know that. Women don't know that. They're waiting for the men to come along and be my Prince Charming. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You're the Prince Charming.
That's right. You the prize, mama.
They know that. Let me get my super chat. And Mom, if you need to take a nap, I can take you down if you want to be taken down.
No, I'm fine. What are you talking about?
You've yawned like 5 times.
It's okay.
Okay. Get some tea. Get some tea.
I'm frozen. You got this daggone heat on. This daggone air on. Winter.
I'm in front of a light, a studio light.
We're gonna ride.
Period.
That's what Nicolandria was dancing off of in the Hamptons, and Taylor came to dance with
Texas. Thank you, Texas Sporty Spice, for the super chat. Texas Sporty Spice says, Kitty. Oh, child, hold on.
What you doing? What's going on? What you doing up there? What's going on?
Girl, stay awake. How about that?
We're gonna ride. You and the Star family is going to get up off of me.
How about you do that? Stay awake. Oh, Lord. Kenny took the scammer crown from Caleb season 2. Sure did. Hey, Just Jonda, thank you for the super chat. Oh no. Mom, I'm scared. Oh no.
What?
Cha-ching. Just Jonda said, Kenny's message giving Janae more of a glow up. That will be her blessing. Look at how a nasty betrayal and breakup worked for Ariana. Hashtag scandal. Absolutely. Christina, cha-ching. Thank you for the super chat. Christina said, DMing your Insta something Janae's friend posted. Thank you so much. I got it. Christina, thank you so much for another super chat. Christina, cha-ching. Christina said, I just love and appreciate you for giving me time to talk to you. Amazing ladies. Oh, thank you so much. You're so welcome.
Christina.
But like I said, I love having you on here. You are an actual journalist. Like, the thing about Christina, y'all, she does her research and she is an actual journalist. who gets paid for her work. So
right.
I always love to bring her up here because I know she has credible tea. Homebody Britt, what's up? Said he knew it would get the audience going if he went. Mama Star, I'm gonna take you down so you can get some tea. If he went for the girl they were all rooting for and wasn't finding love. But see, this is the thing, ladies. This is how they be watching you.
Yeah, that's the whole thing in a nutshell. They're watching you, and they know.
And they
Yes,
know who you are. They see
and
everybody
they scoop up.
responds to you.
Because he couldn't have done that with Serena. He couldn't have swooped up on her.
Ciao. Denise said Janae was a person for him to stay in the villa. He knew she was having a hard time in the villa and took advantage of it. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's the same thing that Zach was trying to do to
Amaya. Mm-hmm. Oh,
yes.
Alandria, yes.
To Alandria and Amaya, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to find anybody. Remember, he started taking them to talk to them. Can I have a chat with you? Because he was trying to stay in the villa.
Yep. Yep. Oh my God. It's a lot going on with Amaya. Y'all said she was a colorist. Now she a Tory Lane supporter. Oh Lord. We gotta wrap Love Island up. I'm sick of everybody. I'm sick of everybody. Texas said acting the whole time is crazy. Unbelievable. This happens a lot, guys. This happens a lot. There are a lot of women who thought that this man was in love with them and then they got pregnant. And all of a sudden, it's a totally different guy. Totally different guy. I would never forget. I was watching this TikTok of this lady, and she put out her baby daddy, and he said, "Are you putting me out?" She said, "I absolutely am. I'm putting you out." He said, "Good. Raise your son by yourself." What? What are you talking? That's your kid.
He's so stupid.
She said, "Just
but unfortunately, a lot of men are like that.
We talked about it with Cardi B. When Offset said, "You my baby mama, I won." They are weaponizing their sperm. They are trapping you because they need a connection to harvest your energy. We also just talked about this in my reality TV chat live when we were talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I was just like, Ralph will never leave Drew alone because she is his relevancy. She gave that man a platform. Yeah. Taking her, he torments her because he wanted to be the star the entire time. He never wanted to share the spotlight with her. She wanted to share the spotlight with him. But he said, "No,
I'm." He cheated on her on television. He told me I went to Florida and I stayed in a hotel.
Tampa. He went to Tampa.
What? You stayed in the hotel with who?
Lord, he went to Tampa. Still didn't tell his wife what he was doing in Tampa.
And you got kids here. You just take off and go?
Take off. Nas B said Kenny would have maybe gotten even more bags if he wasn't so boring. Yep. OMG, he had the personality of a flimsy piece of drywall. He did. But she made him interesting. Betty said patriarchy creates male psychotic baselines, amoral and antisocial behavior, lack of ability to love or establish meaningful or personal relationships, extreme egocentricity, failure to learn from experience. Preached. Because that is the people who are watching Love Island. He was talking to 12-year-olds in his live. They were harassing him about Huda because they can relate to her. Because Huda acts like a child.
Are you serious?
He's
12.
They were chasing him in the mall screaming Huda. Peyton said, "Y'all, I need your thoughts. Shelly is still following Cierra and talked to her saying she was giving her grace. I know the interview was filmed when they first got out, but still she hasn't unfollowed." I honestly think following and unfollowing is not that big of a deal. There are people that I follow and unfollow, and I had no idea. I think especially when you are someone that has so many millions of followers, I don't think she's watching it like that. I don't think that it's a betrayal for Alandria. I think that with what happened with Shelly, Alandria, and Huda, Shelly was just like, she drew a line in the sand, and Alandria is her girl, and she followed. I think, if Alandria wants Shelly to unfollow Cierra, she will absolutely do that. She has to set that boundary for her. Like Shelly set that, I'm assuming Shelly set that boundary for Alandria, or Alandria saw that Shelly did that and said, "You're my girl, I'm going to support you." But I don't know know if it bothers Alandria.
Well, I'm going to say this. Shelly, okay, so what Cierra did say was Shelly was the only one who called her and checked on her to make sure that she was okay. Okay. Now, when was that? When they first got out and she said something? I don't feel like they're still in contact after
Yeah.
that. And I feel like Shelly probably did it on a down low, calling her just to see if she was okay because they was in there with her. And Sierra put it on social media that
Mhm.
Shelly contacted her. Alandria don't have no reason to contact her. That was Nick's bed partner prior to her. And any woman, when I got my man, I'm not calling nobody else. I don't care what happened or what we was. Me and you are together. I don't need to speak to you. We don't got nothing to say. We don't have anything to say because I'm with my man, my man, my man. You can't tell me nothing about my man. Me and you ain't got nothing to talk about. I don't care how you doing because I'm with my man. Me and my man ain't calling you. Go on. So
Oh. Sweet girl, thank you for super chat. Cha-ching. Says Sweet girl says no. Olan looked uncomfortable when Shelly mentioned Cierra. Was it in the Kiki interview?
on the Kiki, yeah.
Oh, she did. How? But I don't think it's going to. I don't think it's a strain in their relationship. I think they're fine. I think they're good. I don't think there's any issues there. Um, I think these ladies are moving in grace. I think they're all being managed by somebody very smart and somebody very tenured in the industry.
Yeah, and they were together. They did this whole photo shoot that we're gonna see everything soon, or then later. Whatever they were doing and all of that, whatever Ace was doing, whatever they was doing, because they did something when they came out the villa with all them sharp clues from
Yeah.
off of
Yeah, they're all moving together in a very smart way. I'm rooting for Nicolandria and Shalise. Like I said, I think they're all going to be very, very well. And I also think Shans that Sierra sending that message to Shelly is calculated. I think she wants to keep a lifeline going on to all of them. But that's why I said I hope that all of them can see. Ace can obviously see it, but I need for Nicolandria to see it as well as Shalise. That these people are harvesting their energy and their spotlight because a
mhm.
lot of them want to make this their jobs, but a lot of them are
Yeah.
going to have to go back to work. Shalise and Nicolandria are good. They don't have to. A lot of the other ones are going to have to, and they're trying to keep some relevancy, and they cannot stay relevant if they're not with Nicolandria or talking about
Mm-hmm.
Nicolandria or with Shalise or talking about Shalise. Nicolandria is a lot easier because they're a lot nicer. Ace don't play with them people. So
Yeah.
they can't harvest his energy. But Nicolandria, they're going to have to set boundaries like Ace.
But again, for Nicolandria, it was all new for them. Nick was just um taken away by it, and he just got caught up in it. Alandria kind of like pulled back
They're
to
dealing
catch her
with it in a
balance
different way. I think they need to go. I think they
to
need to go.
Greece. To Greece. Say
They're in
okay.
Greece having a good time, but they need to go the
They,
Ace route. Peyton,
yeah.
honestly, I really don't think it's a big deal. I really don't think that they're beefing. I don't really think that there's any problem with the unfollowing
Cool.
of Cierra, following it or unfollowing. I don't think you should think that deeply into it. I don't think that there's anything happening with their friendship. Those girls are sisters. They are really friends. Everybody else is co-workers. That's the thing. The
Mm-hmm.
same thing with Cierra. Cierra saying Alondra is your really good friend. You're co-workers at best.
Mm-hmm.
I think that relationship is intact. She absolutely needs to. She absolutely needs to. I agree, Hannah.
Today, because Nick said come home.
He's ready for her to get there. I agree that Taylor, that Nick is cool with Taylor because Alondria is cool with him. All Andrea got to do is give him the word. Why are we coming at his commercial? If you're on the coast in California, what's going on? What is going on?
My going land. What's going on?
See something about a tsunami.
Sweet girl. What's going on? Let me cut on this news.
Oh my God. Hawaii, Alaska issue tsunami after Russia's earthquake. Wow, Russia had an earthquake. Southern California under a tsunami advisory after 8.8. Oh, that's huge. Oh, yeah. I will thank God we are not by the water. And that is
yes.
When I moved here, I was like, I do not want to live by the water.
Tsunami advisory continuing coverage. Oh my God.
Well, we are here talking about Love Island. We on tsunami watch. Oh Lord. It's too much happening. I need Mercury to get out of micro braids right now. It's too much happening. And she never will. MSJ. She never will. Mom, do you want me to let you go?
No.
Hannah said, do you think that Black women should continue going on Love Island? I think we need to boycott it. I would say Black people just need to let that show go for right now, until they figure out how to treat us properly, and they won't know that there is an issue unless we stop going on there and supporting the show altogether. I will say, depending on the cast, I may or may not be reviewing Love Island games. If it's Black people on there, especially Black women, I want to do my best to support and fight for them as much as I can. But the only way only way people know how to treat you is if you show them how to treat you.
That's right.
And if we continue to support Love Island, then stuff like this will continue to happen. So it's really up to the community and which way that we think that we should absolutely go, because Love Island in America is what it is because Black people are watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Black Americans, period, are the influence. Anything we say is hot is hot. And they knew to start the show off with two Black women to
right
influence of the Black American community, which is Black women. So it was very strategic for them to do that, but then to treat those Black women that way and not protect them, it wasn't cool. So it all depends on the community. Which way do we want to take this?
But I will say this, that Black people did come together, especially Black women, for Alandria and Shelley, wrote them love letters and everything after they came out of the villa. I was very, very happy of the treatment that they got and the love that was shown towards them because of how they were treated and portrayed at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, we can do whatever we want to do. We just got to come together.
Absolutely. The Holistic Doc says, Nikki and Mama Star, I just want to say thank you for creating this safe space for us to freely express ourselves.
Yay!
Oh, thank you so much. Oh,
You're welcome, my love.
Thank you.
God is great.
Amy said, please guys pay attention to get the safety if required. Absolutely. Absolutely. But that is the reason why I did not want to live by the water. It's beautiful, but I said you can't, that water, you just never know. It has a mind of its own, and we have not even been able to explore 20% of the ocean. 20%.
I was thinking about going to the beach because I want to do the Beyonce challenge that's on TikTok.
Okay, well, you can go down to that tsunami land if you want to.
They doing crazy in love.
Oh, God. Yikes.
Deja vu, the deja vu challenge. Baby, you saying deja vu.
Wake up, Mom. Tish R said UK treats them bad. They do. That's why I didn't. If Love Island USA triggered me, I was not giving my views to UK. Absolutely not. Because the UK Black girlies were saying Love Island USA was better. If this was better, I'm afraid. Kiwi said Black people need our own show, but there's a lot we need to heal in the community.
Yes.
As well as we want to showcase to the public. I agree. I agree. Oh my God. Arcade said, looks like KKK Kenny finally got the attention he's been feeding for. Child.
Okay.
He
got
sure did.
exposed. He got
Good.
exposed.
Sure did. Peyton says Cierra wants to take Shelly from Ola because she feels like Ola took her man and it's not going to work. She is too big of a liability. I do agree. I think Shelly sees. I think everybody is clocked in. They're just moving in a very, very smart way. J.K. Knight says, I think it's
And
good
you got to understand, we got to be careful how we move too. Because
Yep, you can't let everybody know that yes, and you can't let everybody know you see them. J.K. Knight said, I think it's good the show knows Black people will show out and support Black women on the show. They are the stars. Moneymakers treat them accordingly. Absolutely.
Bingo. And also, you never know. Olandria and Shelly probably talked and they probably said, keep her. And let's see what's going on with her. Okay. Keep friends with her so we can see what's going on with her. You never know.
Kiwi Pugh said, I'm watching Love Island UK and it makes the racism and colorism. Oh gosh, yeah. I'm not triggering myself. I'm good on that show. Trinity said the only positive of Love Island is that Black women are chosen and loved out loud in the village. The problem is America. Absolutely, because
I like that, Trinity.
Everybody wants to take from us. Nobody wants to protect us. Ciao. It's hard being the mother of Earth. J.K. Knight said, Love Island needs to know that Black women are not to be messed with. I agree.
Period.
I agree. T. Flenderson said, please, our shows be a mess too. I remember Ready for Love. Yes.
Ready for Love is something.
A mess. And it's coming back, child. Betty said, allegedly, production reached out to Taylor's ex to come on the show. So Dumpalandria, diabolical. Even they hounded Ola to go on for 3 seasons and they gave Ola and Shelly Mean Girls edit to get one of them dumped. Yeah, well, here's the thing. What happened with Love Island? ITV cut the budget for Love Island. So they did not have the same producers that they had last season because the budget was cut. So they had to hire, the cheap people to work the show. And this is what you get. This is what you get. E for Empathy said 545 in the chat. Nikki has built such a beautiful community. Let's thank her with some likes and shares, y'all.
Yes, let's get our likes up. I was looking at that
bring up my
light. We got 197 likes.
Oh, yes, guys. We could do better.
And 545 people in the chat. Let's go to the likes and get our likes up, guys.
UK is very pro swirl. It's so weird. It's not showed on the show. You can tell. I'm not confused at all because the Black people rarely go for each other. It's so crazy that with Love Island UK, even if there are Black people there, Black people will choose a white person.
Thank you, Tishar.
It's so crazy. Yes, I am. Just because it's Philly. The season wasn't so good starting off, so I'm hoping that they gave it a hiatus to make it a bit better, but ciao. Thank you, Tish. Love by You said, Nikki, the UK reality stars are like as big as the Kardashians over there. They are Oh, I didn't know that.
Me either.
I did not know that. Oh, well, good for them. Be Yourself says, is it pro-swirl? The Black population is about percentage. Do they have a choice? If there are other Black people, absolutely. And the Black people in the UK are gorgeous. I don't know why they don't they are stunning in the UK. Just, because
we're stunning over here too.
We're stunning over here, but it's something about those Black bloodline, pure Black bloodlines.
It's
that bloodline. Like their face cards is crazy, but they love swirling, child.
It's their water.
Wife said, we need a show called Love Empire with high caliber Black men and women courting one another, 5-star dates. Well, see, the thing is, we have that. It's called Martha's Vineyard. And those people do not want to be on TV. Those people do not want to be on TV. Like the people who are happy and in love, they do not want to be on TV. Love by You said, unfortunately, it's not just demanding the cast to have Black women in casting with demand diverse producers. Yes, it is production that is the problem, especially Black women. Many of these shows don't have Black women behind the scenes, and it shows. Yep.
That's what
Be
Toya
Yourself
Star
said,
be talking about all the
yeah,
time.
my sister always talks about that. Be Yourself said, Black UK men would choose a white girl, then a mixed race girl. Sorry, guys. That sucks. Takara said, only Nikki can have me on YouTube this long. You deserve all the likes and subscribers. Yes. Yes, I do. Thank you.
Thank you, Takara.
JK said, I want Indian matchmaker, but with Black people. I would love a matchmaker show just for Black people. I would love it. I would love it. Nello says, the Black men on UK stay going for basic white women. It's maddening. On top of them only casting one Black woman at the time, the season of Love Island UK is pure trash. You see what I'm saying? Like, the fact that USA is better is crazy. Give Me Shelter said, does Holly Robinson Pete have a dating show on Bravo? She does. It's called King's Court, and it's with Tyson Becker and two other guys that I do not know. I think I'm going to check it out tonight with Mama Star and see if it's worth reviewing. Because I feel like that's something my mom will like as well. Anyway,
and I know her.
You know Holly Robinson Pete? No, you don't.
I can show you a picture of me and her right now.
Mommy took a picture of her at Mama Tina's book signing. You don't know that lady. Stop that lying.
She's from Philly. I do know her.
You don't know that lady.
It's that bloodline.
It's that bloodline. That's what I'm hearing, Teresia. I need to watch it. I need to watch it. Sweet Girl said Australia is trash too, and Germany had a Black winner, but she was. Oh God. Oh Lord. I would love a matchmaking show from the Wilsons. Because if anybody is fighting, the only people fighting for Black love harder than me, the Wilsons.
What? Who the Wilsons?
Cierra and Russell Wilson. Every Black couple in Hollywood is because of them. Yeah. It's because of them. They
would be good. They would be good hosting their own dating show.
They would. Betty, I kind of remember that. I kind of remember that show. What's His Purpose said, what is the formula for Love Island? 1 to 2 chocolate women there, no brown skin except for season 5. Pretty much.
No brown.
Pretty much. Like, she don't know that lady. Stop that lying. Stop that lying. Kiwi said, and every episode can start off with Sierra's prayer. Yes. Yeah, that would be, I would absolutely watch a reality dating show from the Wilsons because they got it right. They got it right. But knowing them, especially Russell, they so saved. It's probably going to be on TBN. Love by You said, all the Black people in the UK are Africans. LOL, Somalian, Ugandan, Nigerian, Cameroonian, and Jamaicans. It's literally the beauty standard, but it's weird. It's not representative on any, yeah. Like, I'm sorry. Everybody, all the Blacks in the UK, the face card clears. Every last one of them. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, do y'all not know y'all hot? I talk about this all the time. I know everybody goes crazy over Ovi from season 5, right? But y'all do not remember that he could not get nobody in that villa. And I remember watching that with my mom, and we were like, is he not a standard in the UK? Because he's absolutely an American standard. But nobody wanted to date that dude. And I was so confused. And I was like, what is going on over there?
Because we got discernment too.
I was like, is he considered unattractive? Like, what is happening? I was so confused. But that is the thing. Like, there would be like gorgeous people on the gorgeous UK Black people on Love Island, and everybody is paying them dust. And I'm like, oh, I feel so bad for y'all. Y'all would eat in America. Y'all would eat in America. Oh my, I hope she takes a meeting with them. I hope. Jess Jonathan said Tyson had a messy track record in real life. He doesn't date us. He dates women that looks like Renee Gracie. Okay. I know his baby mama. Let's be nice. Let's be nice. Betty says Sierra and Russell need a dating show. They got to teach us their ways, influence the masses, and battle red pill dating propaganda. I would love that for them. Love that for them. Shay said,
let's
they
make it happen.
allow for,
Let's flood their timeline with it.
I can't with Amaya right now. I can't. Stunning, Nello. Stunning. I have yet to see a bad face card. Love by You said, Nikki, the Italians and the French in the UK love them some dark-skinned women because they're smart. My cousin married a French man and he worked. Of course. We know what she meant, Edge. Nas said a reality TV show with the Wilsons would probably get tainted by clout chases eventually. True. We'd start having even more division in sneaky kitties. True. Homebody Brit said, I have black men standing behind me, downplaying black women loudly and uplifting their European women in a train station when I visited. It was uncomfortable. I was standing right in front of them. Listen, colonization is powerful over there. They started the whole thing. So yeah, listen, the black Brits are going through a lot. Like, it's tough for them. At least in America. I'm not saying it's better, but I'm like, they are living with the OG colonizers. It got to take a toll on the mind at some point. So let's give them grace. Let's pray for them. Let's pray that the bondage of white supremacy is broken off of them and they finally look in the mirror and realize that they're the standard. Hopefully. The holistic doc said, I feel like Pop the Balloon on YouTube. I hate Pop the Balloon on YouTube. You know what's so crazy? I hate the straight version. The gay version, I be gagging. The best episode is when that guy popped that dude's balloon. And she was like, why did you pop his balloon? And he was like, he just seems very old, like my uncle. And the guy was like, oh, it never gave uncle. It never gave uncle. I was in tears. Gay Pop the Balloon is hilarious. Gay Pop the Balloon is hilarious. Oh, let me tell you something. I would absolutely start watching TBN again if Cierra and Russell was to get a dating show. And I hate TBN. But wait, they don't exist anymore, right? I don't think they exist anymore. Thank the Lord. Mariah said, please let me know your thoughts on Kenny crying for Janae in that one episode. The switch is unbelievable. Kenny was crying because he was going home. He was losing his opportunities. He knew that he was going to lose everything.
Yeah, he's even a good actor.
He's not even a good actor. I will say at some point, I do think that he really felt for her. But at the end of the day, the real him will always show through. There are times in these relationships where these men are putting on these masks, but I think they truly, really want to be a good person. But who they really are just eventually takes over. I do think at some point that he loved her, really wanted to be in a relationship with her and really wanted to make it work, but it just wasn't who he was. It just wasn't his character. And although he probably wanted to be a good person, it's just not who he is. It's just not who he is. And it's the best, Kiwi. It's the best. Love by You said, Nikki, it's random, but I need to know your thoughts on Common and Jay. Common gives me a side eye sometimes because this is the thing. Common gives you a side eye because he's an updater. Like, Common dates women who are where he wants to be. He dates women who are
Kenny.
I won't say that he has nefarious intentions, but I will say that he dates women, the women that are in the rooms that he wants to be in, he gets with that woman. They seem happy with him. The Yelp reviews on him are actually not bad. So I'm going to let it rock. Oh, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Just Jada said the UK Sisters on shows do need our wig help or switch to braids. I feel so bad for these gorgeous faces, next level bodies, and Tyler Perry wigs. And which is actually absolutely crazy because the UK girlies, they got some girls over there doing wigs that are iconic. So I don't understand that. And I think because, again, they live with the OG colonizers, I don't think they'll get the reception that they desire with braids. I think it'll actually be worse for them. Well, that's the reality, especially for Black women. It's a reality for all women, but especially Black women. The men are not at the same standard. The men are not at the same standard. The Black community lost its fervor when we exchanged chasing the bag for freedom. The minute we got off the goal, which is freedom and justice and equality for all, especially us, the minute we got off that path and started chasing the bag, we lost everything. We lost our power. Opulent said, I remember a Black guy at my job said he doesn't date Black women because we wear wigs. That's why he likes Asian women. He was speechless when I told him they wear and sell most of the wigs. Because listen, racism is is for low vibrational people. That's why I don't get into it. I don't get into the racism. I don't get into the diaspora wars because I know people who engage in that we don't have the brain and the education that I do. So it doesn't make any sense to argue with a fool. It never makes sense. He was so offended. He said, it never gave uncle. It never gave uncle. In tears. In tears.
He's like my uncle.
Oh, in tears.
They are so, I'm telling you, the
never gave
recommend it's something.
Sweet girl said, I used to live in Germany and travel to the UK to get my hair done. They have people, yeah, they got people who be doing wigs down. I will give them that. Justamina said, I'm going to be in the playback game for most of this one. Thank you for breaking it all down, Nikki, Mama Star and Star family. You're so welcome, Justamina. Thank you for being here. You know what? I haven't. Should I give me shelter? Let me know. There's 2 scripted shows that I'm going to start reviewing on this channel. I'll let you know.
What's Gilded Age?
It's a show, Mom. It's a scripted TV show.
What is it? I mean, what's it about?
I will tell you later, Mother.
Oh, okay.
It's a give me shelter. Let her know what it is. I'm trying to break it down. They are Lavender Girl. They are. It gave Uncle though. It gave Uncle. I felt bad for him, but it did give Uncle. It did give Uncle.
It's not giving Uncle.
You got to. That's the thing. I am never that woman that doesn't listen to the next woman. I'm hearing everything that she has to say. Everything. He can't tell me that she's crazy and she don't know what she's talking about. I'm getting the Yelp reviews. I'm getting the Yelp reviews. Yeah, I heard they do Black characters really well on that show. Yeah, it's like a Bridgerton show, Mama. I don't know if it would be more like Downton Abbey. I don't know if it's more your speed, but a lot of people are saying that it's really, really good and I need to check it out. Jess G said it's a period drama that takes place in the U.S. in the 1880s. Think Downton Abbey, but America. You got to. Listen, I don't care who it is. I don't care how much he seems like a great guy. I am checking everything. I will be on Lipstick Alley searching his name. You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. Good night, love by you. Thank you so much for joining me. Says I always enjoy seeing your beautiful face on my feed. And thank you, Mama Star, for joining. You are so
Mama Star about to clock out.
Yeah, we all are about to clock out. We have been here for
3 hours.
Minute. 3 hours. Look at us. Of course, only Love Island can get me to be on here for 3 hours. Thank you all so much for joining. Please make sure you like, share if you care. And if any more tea drops, I will be here tomorrow with another Love Island Live.
And bring a friend.
Tell a friend. Share. Let's build the community. But if any more tea drops, I will definitely do another Love Island Live tomorrow. But as of right now, oh my God, I got something to do in the morning. Totally forgot about that.
You do.
I totally forgot about that. But as of right now, the lives that will be happening tomorrow are Bachelor in Paradise with Mama Star and Cowboy Carter with Mama Star. We're going to talk about the entire concert and the whole experience. So please join me for that. And we will just keep the key. Oh, it gets deep like that? Oh, we got to check it out. Yes, like the video. But we will, as of right now, those are the only two lives, but we will continue to talk about Love Island as more tea drops. My God, today, I need them to give us a break. Rooting for Janae. She will be better off because of this.
Yes, she
She
will.
doesn't know it now, but she will see it soon. I love you all. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Good night, Star family. Love y'all.
Good night, Star fam.